Hey, and there's all four of us here today, finally starting all on the same page. That never happens. I feel like it's funny that this is the clickbait episode, and we're all here when they come into the beginning, because normally the thumbnail's us just like this, I think in this exact orientation too, and then they get here and it's normally just three of us.
That's my fault.
we're clickbait all the time, apparently.
Apparently.
Toby, Mike, how's it going?
I liked how you said orientate.
Orientate? You like
orientated?
Oh, look, Fox is on time.
Oh,
I feel like
Fox.
He
Fox.
definitely gets. He's got notifications turned on. Do you?
Yeah.
What is up with this?
Fox. That might be too early, Fox. Just saying.
It'll buff just fine. Jesus. Is that the kind of stuff that comes out of old Newfoundland? Right.
Newfoundland? What?
Isn't that where that thing came out of? Oh, we lost mongrels.
I don't think that's where you lost me.
Seriously?
Oh, I did. You're back now. You
lost.
Maybe I got lost. I got Elon, or what do we call it? Starlinked.
Yeah. Well, apparently they heard that sub implode on, and
we're doing this now.
They knew on Monday.
So, I mean, realistically, they heard a boom. That could have been anything. But I feel like if you heard a loud boom and they're like, "Hey, you lost that at what time?" and we heard that boom at this time, I feel.
What are you talking about? A boom? Did I miss that?
And it was in the vicinity of the Titanic that they heard it. So, I mean, it's kind of like we heard it at the exact time that you lost comms, and in that vicinity.
That was our Navy that heard it.
Yeah.
Yes.
They informed the Coast Guard about it. And the Coast Guard said, "Yeah, we're just going to go keep checking anyway."
What?
And you know what?
Oh, you're totally not up. So someone give dudes the rundown on what actually is going on here, because we're off topic already. Welcome to the show, and we're talking about main current events.
Clickbait, so
it's clickbait. So we haven't even gotten on the topic.
I feel like I'm not even on this topic. So to the point that it sounds like a submarine got shot by a possible actual submarine.
What? Oh wow!
What are we talking about?
Okay. Let me wrap this up. Yeah, you are aware that there was a submarine full of rich people that went missing by the Titanic.
I mean, it was a water coffin. So yeah,
a water coffin. Yes, so you are aware. Apparently, the Navy
submarine.
The Navy recorded the boom.
How?
Well, so
the Navy's just out there recording the water now.
Because
they've been doing that since the 50s. That's a thing.
Underwater things.
They put a lot of listening posts in.
You did, Fox. This is all your fault. You did this 100% to us.
So seriously, just the ocean is just full of NSA listening boxes.
Oh, Navy surveillance asset. Yeah. But yes, that's exactly what happens. We know.
Huh?
Well, and what they said was people had to analyze it for 3 days to figure out what it was. And I'm like, a loud boom in an area where something went missing. It's probably.
I don't know how it could be that loud. I mean, really, is it going to make?
How's it going, brother?
When something implodes, does it make? I mean, that's.
It makes a huge boom.
Yeah. And there's a specific difference between an implosion and an explosion.
Explosion, I would say, would
by the
sound, but implosion would.
Well, you still because that
vacuum. Yeah, that air needs to go somewhere, and it happens actually
it's like a balloon popping.
Like sonic booms, I think, is what they're saying, right?
Oh, so
Bad Street Productions. How you doing, brother? Blake?
Definitely no more.
Oh, they were saying they couldn't even find pieces.
Yeah, that was Pancake Express. Just boop.
Oh no, you wouldn't be able to find anything left over of the people. No, they're done. They're gone. It would have been. They wouldn't even know what happened.
Eviscerated. I think the word's eviscerated.
So did you see? You got to watch the what? Good.
The interesting thing is James Cameron knew on Monday and emailed people that here's what happened, guys.
Well, so here's if you watch, there is an interview.
Cameron know?
He knew that it imploded.
James Cameron is he's not the most foremost on those submersibles, but he's very well knowledgeable in all of that. That's his you know how rich people spend money on weird rich hobbies? His diving deep and looking at things.
Was he there?
He's been there
No, but
before.
he had access to the information somehow, and he knew.
So he like
it
gets to
happened at the
monitor
same-
the Sound Ocean before the Sound Ocean people.
I would
So-
guess that he has a lot of friends in the Navy.
I'm sure someone picked up the phone and say, "Hey, guess what we just heard in the vicinity of the Titanic?"
Well, so it's not just that.
In
So
the
what happens is
Navy.
when they get sounds and noises they
Navy.
don't know, they send it out to a bunch of experts. And
Oh, and he's a sound expert.
he could be. He's a
Could be.
Titanic expert. I don't
Could
freaking
be.
know.
I mean, the sound quality for Titanic is really good.
They get the best.
So that would make it
sticks
sound
down there. It's just we demonetized already.
Well, I'm sure we are.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not reading this right. Fish sticks. What are we talking about?
Which one are you on here? Are you reading the one I'm on up?
He's reading about. Is he reading about the SonusNet?
SonusNet. Come down and see my fish
I'm
sticks
with you.
on the SonusNet.
The SonusNet. Don't worry about that. So, what started this whole episode for Clickbait is I keep getting comments about clickbait in some of my videos, and I don't believe that I clickbait things.
No.
Like, I put the one that did it for me today, and why I picked the comment or picked this was it's a video of just driving through the woods, and it's like it says looks like Sasquatch territory, and I get this like I hate clickbait titles are rude. I'm like, how is this clickbait? It totally looks like Sasquatch.
Well, I've got an example, and it's from a channel I watch.
Okay.
And what they've said is they were saying power tour, waste of time and money, right? But I happen to know that
Might know that guy.
the channel really enjoys the power tour. So
He confirmed
therefore, we're
So
gonna call
that's 100% clickbait. He doesn't actually talk about hating it the whole time.
that. Oh no! In the
I
first
want-
30 seconds, he explains that it is essentially clickbait. So
Oh well, then.
Yeah, I saw one.
He's
today.
very upfront about it.
So
from,
okay, now I know who you're talking about.
Daily Driven Exotics Stories channel, and they said their Lamborghini was sabotaged for the gumball, and they never once talked about it being sabotaged the entire 30-minute video.
Well, and it comes down to is if you're not, I've heard this many times, if you're not using clickbait, you're not doing it right.
Yeah,
And-
you gotta ride that line.
You got well, I'm not necessarily against clickbait. That's like don't do clickbait. It's bad.
I think you're riding the line because you didn't show a Sasquatch.
because I didn't show us guys.
Yeah,
You
Sasquatch.
should at least got out and like made some
It's-
noises and be
I
like,
could
I'm
get-
a
I could-
shaved Sasquatch.
I could like. I see where you go. Like, I don't know. How are you going to tell me that it's clickbait? It's not. How are you going to tell me that's not Sasquatch territory?
It's
You know that
clickbait
Sasquatch won't
'cause
be
you
there.
didn't show Sasquatch.
I mean, I did a little bit of a clickbait short today, and it performed better than any of my other shorts this week.
I got a copyright strike, so whatever.
Right?
Oh, I don't want to hear it. We got demonetized, and guess what? When they remonetized this video, as soon as it stopped getting freaking views, like the day
The
after
money
it stopped getting
coming in.
views,
Weird.
and they were like, "Oh, this video's fine." It's
You know how to regulate money. Just don't pay when people are watching.
And I
Yeah.
had multiple people tell me
Yeah.
they saw ads like in the deal.
Yeah.
It's bull.
The
Well,
most.
I
of
think
it.
I think the thing is with our demonetization is they basically cut the advertisers in half because of the content. So it's not really demonetized. It's just there aren't as many good paying ads.
I can tell you, it's a. So it's pennies to begin with. Let's not
yeah.
kid ourselves.
Yeah.
But it's fractions of pennies when they turn off that.
Coming over and they're slapping the change
Yeah.
cup out of the homeless man's hand and saying,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that dude
yeah,
just
pretty
slapped
much.
it out and took my pennies and said, "Get wrecked, nerd."
He's like, the cup is
Back on
worth more than the
Sasquatch.
pennies that are in it, but and
Just
they just wrecked the cup.
fucking cup.
Yeah.
"Give me that." Oh,
Oh, I like that cup.
you didn't pay your homeless taxes, Mom.
So my clickbait short today was the title was "No idea what they are, Cessna and a Land Rover maybe," with some question marks.
That's
Oh, that's a
not,
And it was-
long
I
time.
was driving down 66 earlier this week,
that's a
and
title.
there was what looks like a Cessna on the back of a car trailer. So I've got a video of it.
I don't think that's clickbait.
Well, I mean, it's not clickbait, but you want to click it to see what the hell I'm talking about. So
I think you have some strict rules on what is clickbait. in
So,
Jim's
dudes,
world.
pull up the Wikipedia clickbait on your
it's
Gravitron thing on there. We should probably know that going in, because I feel like, and that's why I did the edit. I feel like everyone thinks clickbait is something else and has their own specific thing on it, and then everyone just thinks everything's clickbait.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's all to the eye of the beholder, maybe.
To a certain point, I don't think what Jim's talking about on his was clickbait at all.
No, I don't think so either. I do way worse stuff.
I know. Well, I wanted to get to you because you do like no shit, like clickbait, scummy things, like
we
things that
test
were
the
like,
waters.
yeah. You're like, oh, I feel dirty for doing this, but for science,
Science.
Yeah.
On the internet, content whose main purpose is to attract attention and encourage visitors to click on a link to a particular web page. This recent report shows immediate demands and hyperbole clickbait.
So I guess my question there is, so you're just saying people,
So
you want
it's
them to click
pretty
any. It's not
generic.
even it's not even a bad thing, because I feel like clickbait is when the thing that you were
To
coming in
attract
for
attention.
isn't there. It's the old bait and
So,
switch, I guess.
If you're not, it goes back to if you're not clickbaiting, you're not winning because it's to attract attention.
That's what it says. But if you're gonna not have the thing that is in the click in the video, that's clickbait and switch. Are we talking about two different things here? Is that what the
Clickbait.
Well,
Wrong.
maybe.
is clickbait wrong?
I
Just
think
as the internet
clickbait
does.
does have a certain negative connotation to it.
It does, definitely does.
Clickbait
Well,
annoys your audience.
the most thing that I
Attaching
see
an image.
is clickbait is when you have something that says, "Oh, look at these." They have like some super hot chick, and they're like, "Look at these unbelievable 100 pictures from history," and and you click on them,
Yeah.
and you have to go through 5 million ads to see anything,
Well,
and then
that's the
there's really
purpose
nothing of
of those.
substance at all.
And they never have the picture that they actually show you.
Right,
Yeah.
that's clickbait to me.
That's
Yes.
definitely.
Or have you ever seen those video games that show you what you can do in the video game, and then you're like, oh, that looks like a cool video game, and then you download it, and it's not that video game? You ever seen those?
Yes, I have seen those. I've actually downloaded quite a few online phone
Yeah.
games. I'm like, that looks awesome,
On your phone, yeah.
and it's junk.
Yeah, you don't even get to play the thing that you get to, that you think
They
you're
showed
playing.
you. Yeah.
Which
And it installs
that'd be
3 other
something.
apps you didn't even want. So
Fox's next 2 points are spot on.
They
Oak
really
Island
are.
is definitely clickbait show ever made.
oh yeah.
Look what they found. They
Street
found nothing.
Outlaws.
Yeah, facts.
That would be clickbait indeed.
Yeah. Street Outlaws. We're racing the street. You're not.
This is this is definitely what I would consider to be a clickbait title.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that you'd be winning though.
I feel like that's going to get a lot of people coming to
Very
the live stream.
upsetly.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
fake
is.
news. So it does say in here,
We're just gonna-
clickbait
we're
is
gonna take
anything
that
that is
down.
fake news or untrustworthy sources.
See, in that particular
So-
scenario, Fox,
Well, we're definitely untrustworthy
if you've
sources.
named your engine Ukraine and your transmission the other one, then
Yeah.
is it-
No, it wouldn't be, because I've seen lots of scenarios where that happens, especially if it's a 4L60 behind, anything. He's pro 4L60s, this guy.
Well, I
am
actually am
pro
too, I
4L60.
But the sun gear sun shell is a weak link in that particular
Yeah.
transmission.
Yeah, you
Right.
mean
Oddly
the
enough,
neutral
it was
switch?
also the weak link in a 700R4. Huh.
Weird. It's like they didn't learn from that one.
It's like
Weird.
700R4 just became the
Yeah,
4L60.
Yeah.
it's like,
Right.
Wow, mind blowing. The 4L60 is like an electronic 700R4. No kidding.
Yeah, but you would have thought that maybe they would have upgraded the
Yeah,
parts.
it's
that
called the
blew up.
4L80.
Ooh, Fox is onto something here. Someone
Untrustworthy
search that.
sources would be another good podcast channel name.
See if somebody has that one.
Yeah,
We're changing the name.
Changing the name already? Come on now.
that's a good one.
No, dude's just flossing. We're good.
Buff's like, I didn't put what's this clickbait about? What are you talking about? I was wondering how many people were going to come in and be like, "What are they talking about me?"
We're talking about We're talking about you because guess what? You're on YouTube, and if you're not clickbaiting, you're not winning.
Yeah,
Is that okay? So you're not first, you're last. Are you Ricky
Yep.
Bobby in it?
Exactly.
Over there? Is
Exactly,
that
Ricky
like that,
Bobby in
yeah.
it over here.
I mean, I
That's
feel
like we've talked we do a Ricky Bobby quote just about every week,
wasted sources.
Yep.
and none of us
Hey.
like the movie. Crazy.
Don't be having some
I-
problems.
I personally enjoyed the movie.
I enjoyed it as well.
Oh, well, then it's just wasted. It doesn't like it.
Yeah,
What
he
movie
Yeah,
was
doesn't
and
it?
he
like.
never got Wasted's
doesn't like
camera
the guy.
fixed properly, hey?
No, we
yes,
did, but he broke it again.
yes, and no. We got it fixed in the other mode, but that mode gives you the weird lines because of the screen because it's dark outside because we're having a thunderstorm. So back to this
okay.
mode.
Back to that
So
mode.
all realistic social media news, etc., uses clickbait. So I think it just comes down to because you're not a widely produced small YouTube channel and it's kind of representation of the little man giving media to the little man. I think people get upset with it.
Hell, Ricky, I was high when I said
When
that.
you said that, yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't necessarily have a problem with clickbait. I think I have a problem with clickbait being used for the clickbait and switch. Like getting a good thumbnail that makes people want to click on it. If that's the definition of clickbait, that's a good thing. But clicking on the thing and not getting what you expected that's bad.
But they've actually
Well,
proven that simpler images actually get more people to click than complicated images.
I'm trying that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm just
You mean
putting
like,
a picture of trees up.
Image of a
Nothing on it.
really hot woman showing her butt.
I mean,
That's
simple.
pretty simple.
And it's
Well,
simple.
there are
Pretty
people that do that,
universal.
but at that point, you're not clickbait. You're rickrolled, right?
No problem.
Oh, so can we
I
have
think Rick rolling is a different thing.
can we have our AI overlords pick our, you tell them what your video is about and they pick a title for you? Ask it to pick a title for a video
You can
about whatever.
generally, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I need to start.
It's not
doing.
very good at it though.
I'm not very good at it. So I mean,
It gives
can't
you
be-
very complicated titles, and I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, but but hear me out. If the algorithm is a computer
It's
looking
also
for
AI.
which is also AI,
Yeah.
would it be looking for complicated titles because they find each other?
I've used AI for titles, and it hasn't worked very well.
Tim
No,
Windsor, what's up,
not
brother?
at all.
Hey, now that we got everyone in here, if you are not subscribed to old Mongrel's Garage right here, this dude is like what 7, 8 subscribers
8
for
away.
1,000.
He's 8 away.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you scumbags to get out there and go subscribe to this dude. Like the link is in the
okay.
description. Just get over there. Don't listen to him. I'm telling you, to do it. Fuck what he says.
Thanks.
Don't listen to Mongrels.
Yeah. Well, listen to him.
Until I got the view time, it doesn't matter to me.
Wow.
It matters
Yeah,
to us, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it matters. I'm not going to kid me. It does matter, but it doesn't.
You fix view time, right?
Yeah, you know how you fix view time? You just do a couple of lives here and there.
Well,
No,
Yeah.
you just
Well-
clickbait everything.
Oh yeah, you clickbait everything. That'll fix it all. That's perfect. I didn't even think about that.
Fixes
All
everything.
right, where are we at? Oh god,
That's
I feel
okay,
like-
Buff. I watch yours without being subscribed to.
So do we call it like bait and switch or bait and click? Like
Well,
Bait
is
and
there?
switch.
Oh, why does it keep doing that?
Yeah.
What do we call it? Can we call it? It needs to be called something other than clickbait because I feel like they're two different things here.
bait and click.
The bait and click. Ooh,
Yeah, good old
is
bait
that a
and
thing?
click.
Is that a thing? Look it up on the intranet thing there.
It's
You've
not.
got your
It's
27
just
screens.
the reverse way. What am I looking up?
This is the
He
way.
reversed the
Diction-
words.
No, Urban Dictionary for it. See if it's already a thing. It's a T-shirt. We're starting a thing here. What happens when you clip that in?
Well, I don't think that's T-shirt worthy yet. We
I
gotta
don't
go
think
see.
that's t-shirt worthy. Clickbait, click. I just Google's like, that's not what you meant.
So it's perfect. We could totally start a thing. What if you type it into Urban
Oh,
Dictionary?
I guess
what comes
bait
up?
and click is a bass shop.
Oh, we could have
Oh.
some issues there if we go up against Big Bait.
18th Street
Well,
Brewery.
We just gotta
bait
get
and
Bass
click.
Pro Shops on our side, and then we'll be all right.
Yeah,
So Bait and Click could totally be a podcast name.
bait and click. Click the
Although
bait.
that actually sounds like it could be something bad if you never mind. I don't know.
Click,
You might want
click, 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 click.
Did we just get Rick rolled?
I think
Yeah.
we did. Yeah,
I think we did.
Buff Rick rolled us.
He totally just did.
All right, so here's a better
Fox-
definition by a tech company.
Okay.
Would you like the better definition by the tech
I would
company?
love some sort of click
Once
roll.
and for all, let's settle this. Clickbaiting is an international act of overpromising or otherwise misrepresenting in a headline on a social media in an image or some combination of the two, which you're going to find when you read the story or view the web interaction.
That's a good one.
I actually, so yeah, that I like that
I like that.
definition of it, and it makes it because it says it in the very first 4 words there
Mhm.
about what's important about it.
So
being
this is
bad.
what it's calling clickbait. Common examples of clickbait are titles that start with "You won't believe" or "What happened next will shock you."
Never done that.
Okay, so
So-
those are what we should always title our thumbnails with
Yeah,
now.
it's calling those clickbait because you may not be shocked. So what you did with "This looks like Sasquatch country," if that guy did not agree that that was Sasquatch country, that's clickbait.
Okay, so he just has to. Okay, I want to talk to this dude. If you're here, come on the panel, bud. I'm not going to put his stuff up there.
He ain't
But
I
there's no
like-
way you can't believe that's not Sasquatch. Sasquatch.
I like.
Yeah, I mean,
let's
I'm-
coin this term.
Hey.
I like what Fox came up with. Let's coin it.
Where's he at here?
Click
click
rolled.
rolled.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, I
No.
jumped ahead.
Here's the reality:
Do
you
that real quick.
sir,
Blasted.
have never seen a Sasquatch, correct?
Every
He's
time
a
he looks in the mirror,
Sasquatch.
come on.
If he's
Well,
looking in a mirror, he's
I
he's seen one.
was gonna say I'm kind of a Bigfoot to begin with. Listen, I have personally never seen a Sasquatch or the Monkey Boy or whatever you want to call
Ooh.
him up in here.
Ooh,
Well, I
you
say
wanna-
that-
Chupacabra.
I say that I've never seen a chupacabra either, but we had a guy named Rude Dog. He was a probably 30-year-old man who hung out with high school children when I was in. It was a thing. So he
He was a groomer.
swears.
Okay.
He swears that up in the
He
hills
swears.
where I was,
He
of-
swore. You still hang
Yeah,
out
he-
with this guy?
Did he used to say, all right, all right, all right, all right?
All right, all right,
No.
all right.
no, he had no teeth either. The methamphetamines had
GTO?
not been. He would the methamphetamines have not been kind to him over the years.
Is he still
So, but he
around?
would.
You're talking
I-
about him in the non-past tense. right?
I have no confirmation that he's no longer with us. So in my mind, the Rude
He's still
Dog
out there.
is still out there.
Rude Dog's
with,
Bigfoot
with,
out there.
with the Monkey
Tomorrow's
Boy, and
title,
they're
Rude
running
Dog's
around.
area.
Yeah, Rude Dog and the Monkey Boy. I'll tell you all about that. But that's how we would get our beer.
Sounds like a really bad band. Really bad ska
That's,
band.
that's maybe what.
Rude
uh,
Dog and the Monkey Boy.
Yeah. It's just like-
That does sound like a really bad ska band.
what was that song? Peter and the Monkey Man.
Oh God.
Tweeter and the
Yeah,
Monkey
so
Man. That's Tweeter and the Monkey
That
Man.
is my closest hand, and he would like swear up and down that was real, and they'd knock on the trees and they'd hoot and holler, and I'm telling you, it was a whole thing. He told us.
All right. So based on your methamphetamine addict friend in high school, that's Sasquatch country. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that we've cleared that all up, we have a crystal definition of Sasquatch country due to a methamphetamine-ridden man we call
Yes.
Road Dog or something.
Rude
Rude
dog.
Rude Dog. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Rude Dog. All right. He probably peed on your leg. I mean, he's probably pretty rude. So
I don't know why he was actually pretty not really rude at all. I don't know why they called him Rude Dog, but that was his name. And you don't
maybe
question
he
that.
liked to kick dogs. I don't know.
I never did see him with dogs, so maybe.
Yeah, he was rude to dogs.
It could
But
have been a
anyway,
thing.
so here's the reality of it. You don't know that guy that was making the comment isn't a true Sasquatch aficionado. And he knows what Sasquatch territory looks like.
I can tell you by the crazy weatherman that's here that this is all around here is Sasquatch country. They go out and they howl at the moon. It's a thing. That's a thing.
Did you just say weatherman?
So yeah, the local weather dude who does weather on Facebook, and that's who does the best weather around here.
No.
Oh, it's a thing. It's totally a thing.
No. Where do you get your news? Well, I get it from the
From
local
Facebook.
Facebook weather.
Oh,
man.
I don't. This
It's
is coming
better
from
than the
my.
local meteorologist because he uses dithering rods to figure out the temperature.
My wife is the one who tells me about this. I'll make her come tell you. It's actually, if you watch a video, we talk about it. In
We
the video.
found water right here.
Because as we're riding down, we're talking about the meteorologist guy, and she's telling me about how they do when the full moons are, they go out and do the Sasquatch party thing, howling, fucking listen to Sasquatch stuff. And I'm like, this is the guy. I said the same thing to you. Too. I said the same thing. I was like, this is the guy you get your weather from? Huh? And she's like, well, he's right more than the other people. And I'm like, well, it is weather. So it's like, what are we really talking about here in the first place?
I think this is very subjective.
I've got more going for me saying that as a thing than,
I'm just saying.
Rude dog.
I'm just saying the other guy, he could definitely be a Sasquatch. He could be Sasquatch. How do you know?
I mean,
So
that's the comment. You need to respond back to that guy and be like, "Are you Sasquatch?" You gotta tell me.
We're gonna. I want to bring that comment up.
It's like a cop thing. Like, you gotta tell me if you're a cop. You gotta tell me if you're Sasquatch.
You gotta tell me if you're Sasquatch. You have to.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I just did some investigative journalism. Okay. And what I determined is Sasquatches are actually from Indiana because that's where the Dr. Squatch soap company is.
I think. Did we just do a Dr. Squatch commercial?
I think. Do I need to click on the paid?
Whatever sponsor that we're not aware of, Midnight.
Yeah, I mean, I could use some soap.
My feet right now.
Look, I gotta drop these product spots every week, so we actually get a sponsor and maybe make.
I hope we. I like what you're doing here.
I like how you just randomly throw sponsors out there and see which one
hey,
sticks.
we were talking about Sasquatch.
All right.
Okay, so not completely random is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, two bearded guys on the.
Are you taking forever to pull up this content?
I got distracted over here. Now I can't find it. So
you don't get that many messages. Come on.
I do.
Oh, okay.
And how often has that excuse worked for you?
It's a lie.
Oh, this is a good one. They said looks
over here. I can't find it.
It looks more like wrong turn territory. That is.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not.
It's probably accurate.
What? How many views did you get on that?
I don't even know. All right, so.
Like 1,500.
That's a lot of comments for 1,500 views.
It wasn't a lot of views.
Comments or views?
It was.
I mean,
either. It's a lateral.
2 comments on 1,500 views is a lot.
Boom. So this is the 2 we got.
I wish I only got 2 comments on 1,500 views.
So yeah, this guy right here.
Blow that up, Stevens.
Oh, I can't do that.
It's a web browser. Yeah. Hold Control, roll your mouse button forward.
Oh, hey.
He's going to end the live stream. Just watch.
Yeah. So this is our guy.
He didn't fix it.
Did it? Oh.
Well, he might have did it on his computer.
It's catching up.
There it is. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. That's too big. Too big. Back it down.
My God. Too much. How about that? Is that better?
It's in my face.
Better. That's perfect. Yeah, right there.
So aggressive.
It's like the weather. I mean,
it's so aggressive.
All right.
So yeah, just rude.
Clickbait.
How is that rude?
Titles are just rude. He's a towing company, evidently.
Yeah, apparently.
From BC.
Maybe he's towed Sasquatch a couple of times, and that'd be the reason why.
We lost Jim.
Oh, Jim just said I'm out. I'll be back. No one's paying attention to what I'm doing anyway.
Trying to get his Sasquatch mask.
If he comes back dressed up as Sasquatch, I swear to God, I'm going to fall out of my chair laughing.
You have goals. He's not going to be back for a while.
What are we doing here? What's old Mongrels up to now? We need 8 more people to go over to Mongrels. There's only 5 here, so that's just not going to happen.
He's still at 992. I can't believe that everyone watching right now is a subscriber to Mongrels.
Already subscribed, yeah.
Can you believe that?
Can you believe that?
Here's YouTubers.
That, or they might not be, and they refuse to subscribe. It could be that.
Wow, they went over there. They went over there and saw it, and we're like, "Oh yeah, that's why." Oh yeah, no.
That's why I didn't do this before. I gotta get it's 7:30. 1 second, I gotta type something up.
What do you?
Stand by.
What do you have to type up at
I gotta
7:30?
Oh, I like
post-
that.
I gotta
Midnight
post
Soap
something.
Garage. I'm in.
Oh, you gotta go. He's gonna. Okay.
Midnight Soap
Did you hear
Garage.
banjos? I did not hear banjos. Although I was told that I need to start turning the audio off because if there's too much wind, the video's unwatchable. That was another comment I had. He said roll up the windows. I'm like, it's an X3, bud. We don't got windows where we're going.
Yeah.
Roll up the windows.
Windows? We don't have windows.
I came out here to commune with nature. Let me roll the windows up.
Yeah, everyone learns something when they come here. If I had a nickel, you would have one nickel. I'm sorry. I kid.
And it wouldn't even be a good nickel.
Would it be a wooden nickel?
Why is it? I'm right here. Right. Oh, wow.
I wonder if it's your glasses.
It definitely is. My glasses are not helping it. And I hate this because there's no dark mode on freaking whatever this StreamYard. And so it reflects off my glasses. How are you doing?
Yeah,
You don't see it on yours, mongrels.
What's that? No.
How come I don't see your screen?
He probably has
on your glasses.
He probably has the stuff on your glasses that make it.
Because I understand lighting and reflections.
Damn.
And that's why you should subscribe to Mongrel's Garage.
It is why, apparently. He understands lighting.
He'll teach you that.
He'll teach you all about it. All right. She was consenting. God, I hope so. We don't need windows. Oh, that is coming to the stage. God.
Fox. That's the wrong kind of clickbait right there. That'll get you.
You got the bait wrong.
That is very much the wrong bait.
Yep.
I don't know what you're trying to catch, but
trying to catch some smush mushroom.
Oh, now.
Oh man.
Come on now. It's even creepier when you say creepy things like that because you have that look up on your dude there.
Yeah, he's got the creepy.
Yeah, he's got that creepy look going. Just
rude dog.
You guys find that creepy?
Is that what rude dog looked like?
No, he was bald and very little facial hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the fire.
Also,
have we decided if clickbait is a good thing or bad thing yet?
Well, from the incantation that we heard this last time, it sounded like it was bad, and I always thought it was
it's a requirement.
So are we going to take a vote on this? Who says it's a bad thing?
Oh, that's definitely me. Clickbait is bad.
I think clickbait's a bad thing.
But I mean, everything's bad until it works, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm agreeing with dudes that you want to make stuff that people click on.
This game of dudes picture.
I think I think the given definition is that clickbait is a bad thing. You know, generally when you hit clickbait, it's not something you want to really see because
I was going to say I've never seen clickbait used in a not negative way.
So, I mean, if you're using clickbait, but you're providing the thing that is the bait,
then that's not clickbait because the last thing you read, there was, what did it say? There was something in the first word that said.
I guess nothing's clickbait and everything's clickbait.
I'm with dudes.
So all these car rescues should not be, can it run? Will it drive? It should be, this thing will never run.
Yeah, see, I think all the will it runs are clickbait because we know they're all going to end with something running.
What if it doesn't?
Well, it's not really clickbait.
It's
if we
only
already
happened
know.
like once.
If we already know. So Fox has a question for you, dudes.
What's that?
I think the will it run is just
so
overused.
I went and viewed the limo and drove the limo.
Uh-oh. Did you buy the limo?
We came to a good agreement on price. But in reflection,
the limo is not a good investment.
You think?
It is a poor investment.
Yeah.
We had to have a good talk about it, and the only thing that was cool about the limo was how much I hated the limo.
Yes. I
And at
don't
that-
feel like investing in Wasted's unhappiness and my pure joy. Again,
Really, it would
really-
be hilarious, but it was all for a gag, and at that point, that was too much money.
Yes, because we could only get it down to about $2,700, and it needed tires and electrical work and lots of things serviced. I mean, by the time you're done, it was going to be around $4,500 before it was really roadworthy, and that was questionable at best. And then on top of that, it needed a Landau roof. That was optional. But the bigger side of it that was a big kick in the old teeth, because it was originally built by Oldsmobile as a limo, you cannot title it or license it as anything else.
Oh.
So licensing it as a limo, it's very expensive every year. So the reoccurring costs are well over, in my state, of about $250 a year just to license it.
You know,
Which for a classic vehicle, that sucks because regular
on
cars
top-
are like 40.
On top of that, then you can't insure it either with regular
Correct.
car
Yeah,
insurance
well, it has to
company.
be
You have to have commercial
commercially
insurance.
insured, right?
Yep.
Yep. Here, read this one for me, dudes, in your announcer voice or whatever it is.
What am I reading?
Buff's comment.
I clicked on Game of Moans, and the Red Wedding episode wasn't the same as Reddit made it me think. That, I mean, that would have to be a pretty timed event, really.
Nope. Moving on. We're not going down that rabbit hole
Yeah,
next.
We're trying to stay monetized.
Yeah.
Are
for
we?
real.
We're pushing.
We
the
are. I
edge.
think we're
we try.
we're dancing the line. Yeah.
We dance the line, but we try to stay on the monetized.
Well, so
side.
we dance the line. However, every time we have been, we've been vindicated every time. They give us full monetization back once no one's watching anymore.
They're probably going, this sucks so much. No one's going to watch it anyways.
As long as we demonetize it for like the first 4 hours or days, no one will see it.
Yeah,
It's
no one's
fine.
going to watch it.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch that.
No one's coming back for this.
Demo derby guy. See, here's the thing: you keep going down that cheapness, and I'm not living in the back of that thing with rats going anywhere.
I still think that dudes should buy my hearse and
I think a hearse is a better investment of my $5,000.
go on a
Oh,
road
I
trip
can-
for that.
I concur with that, but
So it does come back to I have many projects on the plate that money could be spent much more efficiently for much more quality.
yeah, I mean, and at the end of the day, if it's gonna be something I'm gonna be unhappy, and it might as well be something you like after I'm not in there anymore.
Yeah, because then I'm stuck with it. And
Yeah, at the end of the day.
There's a lot of room in the back of a hearse to ride around.
I mean,
yeah, but there's no seats in a hearse.
yeah,
Well,
there's.
I mean, that's true. I'm just saying
I'm
there's
not.
lots of room.
I'm not trying to roll around in a coffin in the back of that thing.
It's it has a full bench seat in the front. There's plenty of room for two people.
Full
in
bench.
Oh, full bench
All
seat. So
right.
James and
Full
I
bench.
just sit in there, just huge dudes in the front of this thing. Who are we gonna put in the center? Who's riding bitch?
Why
Why
That's what I
not
want.
sit in between the
It's a
two?
nice-
of
Yeah, I was
them?
gonna say
Yeah.
Mongrels
It's
is
huge.
Yeah, Mongrels rode in the back of a full-size truck with us, and we were touching arms.
facts. That actually, yeah, that's not a small truck we were in.
I think you'd be just fine.
Oh, I just can't wait to pour my fat ass out of that. Rats are your friend.
That's your friend. They can pull your hair and help you make soup. I don't know.
Saves trash pickup costs. Oh,
I gotta finish this.
I think. See,
What are you
he's
doing
onto
up there?
something there. Just throw a bed in the back and just chill.
yeah, but at that point, we might as well get ourselves a van.
You have
No,
a
there's
van.
hearse
I
is
know.
way cooler than a van.
There's no way we're driving a 460 big block anywhere. That's too expensive.
We could put a 308 gear and an overdrive in it. It'd be fine.
There you go.
So we got to pull itself.
That thing hasn't started in 20 years.
Sounds like a Willet run to me.
It's a freaking bullet. Yeah, that thing only did have like maybe 4,000 miles on that motor. It was a crate motor in there.
What are we doing? What?
Yeah, it had a crate 460
I know
put
what
in
I'm
it, right?
doing. I'm coming to Oregon. I'm making a van run. And I'm driving it 22 hours across the country back to Iowa and putting a 460 in a Galaxy.
460 in a Galaxy. I don't listen. If you got that thing running, I don't know if I can let it leave. I could totally let it leave.
I think that's video gold all the way around.
Oh, dude, that thing, I'm telling you, 80 miles an hour is all that does. So you're going to have to do something.
That's fine. There's no speed limit more than 80 miles an hour.
Yeah. Okay. So when you get up to the 80 miles an hour, it's not exactly happy about it.
It's terminal velocity, as you're saying.
Let's just say it runs a bit out of gear.
All right.
There's no place that has a speed limit higher than 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Who had one higher than 80?
Montana.
Really?
Yeah.
They lowered it, huh?
It wasn't really.
It wasn't really listed. There was places in Montana that were not speed limited.
As it should be.
Yeah. Superbird country.
More like who's up there? Nobody. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We're good here. Send it.
You know what I think would be even Wyoming. I think you could have no speed limit in Wyoming and be fine.
Probably. I mean, it's the least populated state. So
yeah, there is nothing for miles.
I've done that route twice. It's actually I like doing that route across the country better than I like the Montana one. I can't give you a real reason why. For whatever. I think it's more what you do after. But you're right. Going through Wyoming is just straight and up there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's absolutely. It's like, oh, I hope we don't. I got a full tank gas. We should be good to the next town. Oh, it's getting dangerous.
That's how. If you fly through Arizona and Nevada, you'll have places there too where it's just like next town, 190 miles away. Oh, that's a problem.
That's what Pull Porn Grudge told me, huh?
What?
He was saying that you're gonna something about Ratatouille, and then I don't know what he's talking about here. Something about that.
I think he's talking to Buff.
We're talking about the McDonald's rat cleaners.
I don't know.
Oh no, you said Ratatouille. You said Ratatouille earlier, dudes. You referenced it.
Maybe.
Something about the rats cooking for you, I think.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that was Ratatouille. Maybe it wasn't.
Total. That sucks, bud.
Yeah.
But if you get it back cheap, though, I mean,
I know a guy that has parts for that.
Well, yes, there's a few people that have part, but and that's the only way to really do it, because if you do get, what's the inspection like for a salvage vehicle down there?
Nothing.
It depends on the state.
Yeah, there's nothing in Iowa. I can take a T-boned car, spray foam the gaps in the doors, and drive that thing.
So you don't have to take it to like state police.
No,
like in Maryland,
no.
You had to take it to state police, and they run it through an inspection.
You should see the junk.
They don't do a very good job, because I took a bike with the wrong freaking VIN number on it compared to the paperwork, and the state police didn't catch it. Now, to be fair, I didn't catch it. Copart didn't catch it. The insurance company who told the bike didn't catch it. The lady, when they registered it from New York to Pennsylvania, they fat fingered 2 numbers on the title.
Fingered a fatty. What?
Yeah, and it was a big pain in the rear to get everyone to fix it, because it made it all the way to the dude I sold the bike to, and he took the bike home and then went to get a vehicle inspection done on it at for bike inspection or whatever in Maryland, and they're like, this is the wrong bike.
A story like that.
like you've got to be kidding me.
I've got a title, the original title for a 1950 Chevy. The person who bought it, who ended up buying it, didn't want that title. He's like, no, this is the wrong title.
What?
Because
that's not how that works.
The VIN on the title didn't match the body number on the vehicle. Turns out in 1950,
that happens
in Maryland, they didn't use the body number. They used the engine serial number, and it did match the engine serial number, so it was the correct title. So, but I ended up getting a different title from Virginia with the name.
For whatever reason, my Suburban is listed as a V10.
Nice.
So it should be C10, but it actually should be K10. I'm not sure how it ever got fat fingered to V10, but they've never changed it. I was like, I don't know what that means, but it's on the
So
title.
the V is right next to the C on a keyboard.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's probably how that happened.
Yeah.
Nice.
Keyboards.
You got a very rare vehicle there, dudes.
Yeah, I can say that might be worth a lot of money.
So
Wait,
I
did you get? Did you get?
Hey,
Wait.
that
Did you
looks
get
like DQ.
another freaking milkshake in the lie? We never get milkshakes.
How come we don't get milkshakes?
I mean, every time he never brings one for everyone.
Yeah, and it's a DQ milkshake too. Those are really good. I like those.
Okay, have any of you guys had that purple milkshake that McDonald's is selling?
Does it?
No.
Is it made from real? What are those things?
Oh,
The
we're not doing
Grimace? Is it
Mm.
Grimace?
this. Grimace
Oh,
shake.
yeah,
It's a Grimace
is.
shake. Is that what they do with the
Grimace milkshake,
leftover from
That's
when they get
thing
the
even.
McRibs? Yeah,
Is it even
you're
Grimace
seeing
anymore?
that image now,
I
right?
could never drink a Grimace shake.
Not after watching that video.
Question of the night: what is Grimace?
Taste bud.
Taste bud. There you go.
Oh.
He's a man. He's a
I
giant
didn't know
taste bud. That is the creepiest character ever created.
Who came up with that and said, you know what? We'll make a taste bud. That won't scare
make a
the shit
taste
out of
bud.
children.
Put it next to the clown and the burglar. Just here to steal their burgers. This was the most just demonic. Like whoever
Who
was
was
in that marketing
coming up with
department.
this script? And they
I
literally-
remember all of that stuff on TV and stuff as a kid.
Yeah.
It didn't scare me at all. It seemed kind of
Well, it was in black and white.
That was
back
before
then, so
clowns
it
killed
wasn't.
people,
Yeah,
too.
it wasn't very scary in black and white.
Okay,
Color
but
really changes.
I mean,
things.
I can't really. You can't really knock him for this because let's look at the quintessential stuffed animal. It's a teddy bear. How many bears are you gonna go up and give a big hug to?
none.
Well,
Remember that dude that went into Alaska with
teddy
the
bears
bears,
were,
and he was going to live with them? That didn't end
Oh
well.
yeah.
Yeah, it didn't end well
From,
though.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, that's because he. Okay.
Yeah, Mayor McCheese.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. The burger and the thief that eat. Yeah, whatever. So I got one for you. Our company gave away raffles for boats.
Okay. Boats, like a 12-foot John boat or
Yeah, like
or
boats.
yacht.
No, trailers and little boats, like fishing boats.
Oh, little fishing boats. Okay.
So they gave away 5 of them.
Okay.
You came, you got your boat. It's fine. They handed out the titles. You took your boat home. Dude had the boat for like a year. DNR runs into him, and they're like, "What do you see paperwork for your boat?" They check all the numbers on the boat. His title doesn't match the boat. Now he's in trouble. His boat gets impounded. They figure out later all these guys that came and picked up the boats, they didn't put the right titles with the right boats.
Oh, so they did
Oh,
just
no.
like switch to the left. Oh God.
Yeah, so nobody had
So,
a title. To
so
their
you got to
boat.
get a hold of Bob over in accounting because he's got your boat's title. Hopefully.
Well, the
Still.
problem is now they're titled in those guys' names, so essentially you have Bob's boat.
Oh shit! So you got to swap boats.
Yeah.
God, I hope you haven't hit anything yet.
Well,
That-
anything they already had customized their boats, and it included the trailer.
That's not only somebody at corporate who was running that event that didn't know what they were doing, but everyone that won didn't know what they were doing either because
Boom.
none of them checked to make
Nobody
sure that the title
Free
matched the
boat.
vehicle.
Why would I
And
ever
the trailer.
check it?
Yeah.
They
Why
didn't
would
buy
you
it.
do
They were
that?
gonna check it.
Oh,
I may or may not have a car in my yard right now that the VIN number does not match the title at all. I'm pretty sure it was fat fingered, but I'm not going to tell anybody to figure it out, and I'll probably never sell the car, so it won't matter.
Oh, well, I pretty much say that about most of the cars.
There's
you
2
own.
numbers that are flipped.
What do you mean flipped?
It's like 7587,
Oh, okay.
7578.
Mine was even
Yeah.
worse. Mine was supposed to be like 522 something, and it was 533 something.
So
depending
somebody
on
was,
where it is in the VIN, it's obvious,
it
or
could be
it's
the
not.
year.
Because if it's in the last 7 digits or whatever, that's actually the serial number, and the first part of the VIN is, the make,
Year,
model,
location.
blah blah blah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's in that first part, then who cares? That's
I don't
easy to
remember.
explain away.
I remember checking
Is
it
it
after
though?
I titled it, and I was like, that's not right. But I never checked it prior because I was like, even if it's stolen, I don't care.
We don't have titles up here, so I don't have to worry about that.
What?
How do you own your vehicle
Like
then? What do you?
stamps.
Bill of sale.
Just a bill of sale.
So if I come and took or said that you stole my car, how would you not prove that?
Because it's still registered to you.
As long as it's registered to you. Okay, so
everything's got to be inspected there.
Yep.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Yep, that would do that.
Well, anything. Okay, so if I do a personal sale of a vehicle,
Yes.
I just have to give you a bill of sale. You can take that down with the bill of sale and get your insurance on it and register it.
Okay.
And as long as it's not older than 13 years old, it doesn't require any type of inspection either.
Oh.
What happens after
So-
13 years?
Inspection.
Then the insurance companies want just an insurance inspection. If it's out of province, then there's an out of province inspection, and if it's salvaged, then there's a salvage inspection.
So if you have a rusty car, can you drive it?
Yep.
So what?
What point does the insurance inspection
Disqualified.
say, yeah, you can't drive that?
Well, in our particular province, once it passes that insurance inspection and you maintain as being the owner and it never switches, it never gets looked at again.
Really?
Okay, so there's your.
So not really inspections then, because there's certain states that do require inspections to bring into their state, like South Dakota.
And there's certain provinces
Nebraska.
up here that, yeah, like Nova Scotia requires a yearly inspection.
I can buy anything from South Dakota or Nebraska, no inspection. But if somebody in Nebraska buys something from me, that vehicle has to be inspected.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia requires the safety
Similar up
inspection every year.
Oh no, that's Virginia requires a safety extortion every year.
Yes, true. And also in some parts of the state, they require emissions inspection as well.
Yep,
Yeah,
emissions.
we don't have
And then,
emissions. inspection.
Norfolk had parking passes or parking permits you had to buy to park in front of your house on the
What?
street. Yeah.
You had to get
Virginia
a
the
window
communist.
sticker?
No, well, was it? What were the parking pass stickers? Was that it hung
How do they
from
know?
your deal, or was it parking in like Norfolk? There, we used to have passes. I never paid for it, but I got towed one time. So at Duke's house.
I never lived there.
No, you were in Virginia Beach. It was different. Yeah, it's all kinds of communist things they do. That's why it's a Commonwealth state.
True.
Sure.
True.
It's a big,
Yes,
I'm
Bob.
telling you.
No, zero inspections in Kansas or Oklahoma, but it must be registered, right?
Yeah.
Or plated.
Oh, listen, if you want to get away with stuff, go to Florida.
Really?
Is that the place to
Florida-
get away with stuff?
You can drive
Oh.
anything on the street and they don't care.
Technically, Iowa's pretty similar.
Dude, go look at what Cletus drives
Except
around
for
on the street
side-by-sides.
down there. I think you can register side by sides in Florida. I know you can't do it in Oregon. which
can't
is
in Iowa.
bummer.
Well,
Yeah, I think
there's
you can
certain
do that
states you can
with
drive
Florida.
golf carts on the roads, right?
Oh yeah, Maryland is every
Yeah.
2 years you have to go get, which is funny. All they do is hook up an OBD2 sensor into your OBD2 and go, oh, everything looks fine. Like they don't even actually sniff your car.
Oh.
If you have it. Oh, am I Starlinked?
No, you're good.
No, I thought
Oh,
I might have got Starlinked. I don't know.
okay. How'd you get Starlinked? You don't even have it.
We can get it up here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably get pretty decent internet on your own though, right? How's the internet where you're at?
It's okay. It's like I'm out in the country. Well, in the major centers, the internet's really good, but I'm out in the country, so I don't
What do you-
have great.
What are you
internet.
getting? Yeah, but what are you getting? Like 30 meg? No.
No, well, I think I've got a 25 meg plan or something like
25.
that.
Yeah.
Oh.
okay. I mean, that's my parents get 32, I think, across the street.
Seems legit.
Well, like we were talking before, you only got to get to 25 in order to qualify for that good government money.
Sure.
The rural infrastructure grant or whatever.
I'm going to spend the
25
money
meg.
here soon and just get the good 1 gig direct to the house. Just be good.
Yeah, you got to be up on the mountain to get the good gig.
Now, my upload speeds are like 1 meg. So it takes me a while to put a video out.
Snow linked.
Yeah.
Snow doesn't have a lot of effect on me, though. But yeah,
Oh man.
I'll tell you, I'm glad it's not raining today. All week long it's been raining, and I was like startled a lot.
You do
Really,
not
you
live in Iowa or Florida. Car laws are crap there.
What do you mean?
Since 2000, the safety inspection does not include emissions inspections or otherwise known as smog inspections, but full car inspections are a requirement in the state of Florida.
Really?
Yep.
How are they driving some of those cars I see these people driving in down there?
I don't.
Or is it one of those ones where they have these rules,
They
but
might
we
have a
don't
20-year
care?
cutoff or something.
Like no one.
They have window sticker laws.
What?
Yeah.
How? Okay, this brings me to my question of how are like dudes like Cletus and the Boosted Boys and all these other guys that are in Florida driving these cars that are straight up race cars, barely, but they have tags on them around down there. How's that going? If they're
Well, not to mention they get the big sick week banner across the windshield and stuff.
well, yeah, don't even get me started on all of that. Yeah, exactly. So either there's a bunch of rules that absolutely zero people enforce. Apparently,
Have you actually seen their plates? Are their cars titled in Omaha still? In Nebraska, that's where they're from. Because there's no inspections requirements in Nebraska.
I get that, but at a certain point, aren't you living in Florida and have to register your stuff in the place you live?
What if you have two residences?
You still have your primary residence.
Yeah, what do you consider your primary
Okay.
residence? What's the rule on that? You got to be somewhere.
You got to
most of the
live there
year.
X amount of time in a year.
Yeah, so there's no one that's going to believe that.
Yep.
Wait a second. Wait. We're talking about Florida, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my Google says there's no requirement for yearly vehicle inspection in the state of Florida.
I'm on a Florida car laws website.
Wow. They can't put everything on the internet. It's not true. That'd be clickbait.
This says the only reason you need an inspection in Florida is if you bring a car from outside of Florida into Florida.
Florida has a window tinting law?
Exactly. A lot of these laws are all like Tim's saying, give me some money and it'll be okay.
It's fine.
Extortion.
Oh, I closed my browser. Dang it.
Well, I guess we're done with that topic.
And moving on.
I know Texas has like inspections and window stickers and all of that. Oregon, I think, has emissions in like certain town, like I think Portland has emissions and maybe Eugene or something like that, some of the bigger cities. But you see people driving around.
Virginia, it's just Northern Virginia that has emissions. Unfortunately, outside that now.
I know Maryland had that. That was the big thing because I swapped the Z in Maryland. When we swapped it, I drove it to the emissions place, got it sniffed, and then drove directly to the shop, and we ripped the motor out and swapped it so we could get to drive it as long as possible before it had to go back through emissions. And then by then, I just registered it in Oregon, so I didn't have to do emissions anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Fox.
Apparently, that's the thing. I was going to say is we got caught up. There is a reporter who goes for a ride on this thing, and the video is just him kind of being like, "This thing's janky."
I don't like it.
like he's kind of making fun of it a little bit, but they're like, "Hey, it hasn't blown up yet, so obviously it's good, right?"
Sure.
Yeah. Well, so today I saw something. There was a Simpsons about getting stuck on a submersible, and the guy who produced that was on that actual submersible last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's super conspiracy. Oh.
Well, you know what? Fox is actually right with his comment. There are zero inspections for those submersibles, but why?
So that was not a certified submersible. They even
Correct.
said that. It could have been certified, but it was not.
Correct.
International
But
water.
why was it allowed to
It's international water. You can do whatever the hell you want out there.
Nailed it.
Yeah. No one controls where that.
So we can listen in the water because no one controls the water.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, our
Well,
listening devices.
Why are we not in the water right
Well,
now?
here's
That
the
seems
yeah,
like the place
like,
to be.
this is what Jim's going to say. Our listening devices are mostly put at points where we actually control. What is it? Our economic whatever zones.
But you just said we don't control the water.
Yeah, but
we
the
control
sound travels very
some.
well.
We have routes of commerce. You're saying
We get how many miles is it from your beach is considered your economic zone, and that's what China's doing. China's putting out like a little piece of land, and then that extends them out another 25 miles or whatever.
There's land everywhere. You only got to go 3 miles straight down. It's fine.
That it doesn't work like that.
I'm claiming that land. I mean, that's what the submarine guys were probably trying to do.
Oh, there's our sponsor.
Chaka Grills, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming in and keeping us monetized.
Reminding us about Ryobi Tools.
Ryobi Tools.
I want my 50 cents.
We don't get that much out of that.
No views in the first minute. Dang it.
Yeah. I want to actually.
Are we demonetized?
Yeah, are we demonetized? Let's get in here.
We should be by now.
We're not.
What?
Not even a little bit. We're rolling right ahead with it.
Well, that's because no one said Cocaine Cowboys yet.
Oh man, come
Damn it,
on,
Jim! We were gonna make it a week without saying it.
He says, well, look, I said it. I said it an hour in, so
we're gonna find.
If we get demonetized here in the next couple minutes, we know that it's got something to do.
Oh, I forgot. I did a thing this time. I turned off automatic chapters.
Oh.
So it shouldn't be listening to everything we're saying?
Oh, that's
good. Word placing.
I don't know.
This is that place in the video when they said
what?
Like that.
Maybe that's you might be onto something there. Good thing you turned that off.
I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm sciencing some things at this point.
Sounds good.
Nice.
This guy subscribed to me. Look at him.
I don't know, man. I feel like I hear a lot of stories of those things getting found with.
Speaking of candy canes, I bet the cartels have better subs than the Oshi Gate thing.
Well, you
why are they calling it Ocean Gate?
That's the name of candy
company.
Oh, that's the name of their company. I thought it was like a Watergate spinoff.
No,
thing.
that's literally it's the name of the company.
That's the name of the company.
Wow.
And
I thought
CEO
I was
of that
like
company
out
was on that sub.
See, here's the thing. I don't care. That's it.
End of story. Okay. So at least I will
say they are on that graph of something around and find out.
Okay,
so found out pretty quick.
I agree to an extent on that, but at least the guy who was behind the whole thing was like, "Yeah, hop in, let's go for a ride." You know what I mean? Like he wasn't sending someone in something that he wasn't going in. He was in there. Yeah.
I know meth heads that invite you into vans all the time.
That way.
There's the demonetization. You might as well scroll it up the bottom now.
I'm not gonna. Maybe that's
water candy.
I like what Fox is getting at here, but what dudes Google some of the cartel subs because those things are pretty wild. You know, they're not like real subs.
Yeah, they don't go down very far.
They don't go deep though. Yeah, that's the thing. This thing.
Yeah, they always have to have a snorkel above for the diesel exhaust.
I just love the controller that they used it was a PlayStation 2 controller or whatever.
That's a modified Xbox controller, but yeah.
Was that what it was? Yeah.
Well, the thing that got me that I didn't
it made sense.
That I didn't realize. There's two things that I didn't realize about it until I start reading up on this, and they would have been because that's actually one of my bucket list things. Is I wanted to go dive to the Titanic.
Really?
Yes.
You're high.
But when they started doing that, they started doing that like 20 years ago, right? But
now I gotta look into this.
That's the real question. How many times did that submersible dive on the wreck? Can you look that up later?
3 times.
Oh, this dude.
So much worse. Oh boy.
I'd want to go in the submersible that Bob Ballard goes in. That would be the one.
Well, okay, Alvin would be fine, but when I found out more about this, okay, no locator beacon, maybe because it was tethered, I don't know, but I was like, that'd be a huge no for me. And but the bigger no is that once you're sealed inside that coffin, you can't get out.
Oh well, apparently you can. They got, I mean, parts of them. No, sorry, that was too soon. Sorry,
Oh, that's too soon. But
that's too soon.
But that thing you got bolted in from the outside. There's no escape hatch.
There's no hatch. It's just bolts.
It's bolts.
Yeah,
And it's still imploded. Who didn't tighten the bolts?
Okay, so
And
you know
that's-
what? You know what?
that's not how implosion works.
That's
There it
not. Yeah.
One of
No,
one
the
of
bolts.
theories-
The bolts are holding it from coming apart. This imploded.
I feel
One of
like
the
it
one of the
fell out.
theories I heard was that they use a Harbor Freight impact to put those bolts on.
Yeah, see, the bolt went bye bye, and then
Well,
some bloop.
the biggest. There's a couple things going on, but
They dug at it. They didn't freaking go
so
to torque.
that
Somebody
tub
else
was
said
made out of
Torque sitting here.
carbon fiber and titanium.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Fancy.
But when they did the testing on
yeah,
it,
what's
they
up,
did
brother?
acoustical testing. They didn't do to see if the dome was structurally sound after the dives. They didn't do the more certified testing on it, which is what there's a whole lawsuit involved and everything else. It's fascinating once you start digging into
Oh, they're
it.
already suing already.
No, what happened was someone
Previous
that worked for
lawsuits.
them said, "Hey, this thing's unsafe. You didn't test it right," and they took him to court, fired him, took him to court, saying you broke the non-disclosure agreement.
By telling people it was unsafe, you broke the NDA. Oh, I love it when a good whistleblower just gets screwed like that.
So, and the other thing that he kind of blew the whistle on was the viewing portal wasn't certified to that depth. It was only certified to like 13,
About half.
like
Yeah.
about a third. But the
Dudes was asking me
company
about that
reported
earlier.
that no, that was the testing window. We've changed it since then. You know, they made whether they did or not, I don't know. I haven't
Yeah.
dug that
I
deep.
feel like
We
that's
up-
the part you should be replacing every time you do it.
But
Yes.
the
Well,
big
now
thing
we
for
know
me-
you can get 3 out of it, so we'll start changing things at 2.
Well, I don't know if they did 2.5 or 3.5.
Well, that was the one of the
We
things.
don't know
that
what we're
they
counting
found
this
out.
last.
Yeah.
The funny part is they called it the Titan sub. I mean,
Apparently, when other submersibles get tested, they build an extra hull, and then they test that hull.
Yes.
And basically destroy that hole.
Yes.
And figure out
To
exactly how
find
the
out
hole will
where. Okay, and these guys were
Yeah,
like,
this
"Let's
guy
get
was like,
four to
without-
make 2."
without
Too
the first
expensive.
part.
This guy was
Yeah.
like, "No, it's too expensive to build 2
Yeah,
holes.
we'll figure it out.
So
Here's the
science,
chart.
We're fine."
Well, yeah, the problem is that normally when you're going to make that kind of a decision, you don't put yourself in there, so this way you
But-
can keep going.
See, now, and
afterwards.
that's
The
something
guy
I brought
believed
up.
his stuff, so I guess
He did stand or
He-
sit
he-
behind his
he was
stuff.
willing to- but then I thought about how much stupid crap have I done that was a hold my beer moment.
That's not.
Yeah, but you
this
know
is a
where you
submarine.
you know where you don't do that? How many
Planes.
feet underwater
Titanic.
Space.
or space?
or deep
Space
water.
is another
yeah.
good place. Yeah, you don't do that.
Hold
Yeah.
my beer. We're gonna go 200 mile an hour. Nope.
Well,
Well,
hold my beer. We're going to 200 miles an hour on the freeway
No.
because I
just
can see how that'd
anywhere.
be bad. But I mean, a drag strip set up the right way, 200 miles an hour. Hell yeah, put me in the car.
No. There's
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
that's just going 200 mile an hour on a whim with a junk car.
Not a junk car. You didn't say that. There's very few junk cars that'll get to 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, and we're talking about improvised submersible.
Okay, so then by that one, you're talking about any YouTuber who's going 200 miles an hour on his.
I
home
think we
built
found our
freaking race
next
car.
joint project, folks. Let's build a 200-mile-an-hour YouTuber car.
You don't have to. Cletus has already done it.
Why don't we build a 200 mile an hour YouTube sub?
Okay, I wasn't down with the limo. I'm really not down with submarines.
No,
Sorry,
that's
you're
not-
gonna have to get Fox to come get in your submarine because I ain't
I
doing.
don't hang out in the water.
He's the only submariner I'm aware of.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting a sub either. I'll pass.
I don't have a problem with subs.
So you know
You have
the
a
key
problem with that particular-
clickbait term to this whole incident is catastrophic implosion.
What's the clickbait?
That's what happened.
It was,
Was it
definitely
catastrophic?
catastrophic. I would say there's about 5 people that would attest to that.
Is there an
Do
is
they?
there an
'Cause
implosion?
They're
that's
not contesting
catastrophic?
much.
Well,
That exactly
let's
my
be honest
point.
here. Is there any implosions that aren't catastrophic?
Exactly.
I've watched barrels squish themselves in the sun.
That's, I mean,
Well,
Non-cat.
if you were okay, but if you were inside that barrel and it squished on itself, that would be pretty catastrophic.
I
to
wouldn't
you.
know.
Well, old Billy
you don't
Two
get barrels
Fingers
either?
knows.
I'm just saying those guys, they didn't know.
Oh, well,
no.
so that's the question. It happened so quickly; they had no idea to be like. There was no oh shit
have
moment.
no concept of what just. Yeah, they'd be
Like,
just.
what's
done.
that noise?
Yeah.
Pop.
Yeah,
That'd be
that
it.
would be. Well, I guess that's better than the alternative of sitting in this thing with no air, watching the five. Like, at what point does that digress to 5 humans just like wanting to kill each other in a tube at the bottom?
I
of
don't
the
know.
ocean?
I think you get pretty sleepy.
Yeah, I would say in that scenario, there's some disturbing things like no food, no water, you're freezing, bathroom situation, but you just basically fall asleep.
Yeah.
Well, how many? They said they had like 4 days before that would happen, right?
I
4
mean,
days,
if
yeah.
everything was working, obviously
Everything's-
things were not working.
If you're not sitting there hyperventilating because you're stuck in the bottom of
Yeah. Calm,
freaking
everyone,
ocean.
calm the fuck down.
I mean,
Just start knocking people out.
the
Save oxygen.
The Navy knew they didn't have 4 days of oxygen.
No, they knew that on Monday.
Yeah, they knew that.
Just because, well, this is the real part I want to know. Did they know the sound was there on Monday, or they still had to record, analyze the data?
No, they knew, and they
pretty
told the
confident.
Coast Guard, and the Coast Guard said, "We're still going to keep looking." Thanks,
Yeah.
we're going to keep
The
looking.
Coast Guard's like,
I
we don't have
figured-
submarines.
So it might be one
Facts.
of these things where, hey, there's something going on over here that I don't want people to pay attention to. Let's do a
Really?
big search note here.
I don't know.
What you mean, like
Conspiracies.
You mean like Hunter Biden getting
I
indicted?
didn't say that. Okay, now we're
Oh.
demonetized.
Fox,
Thanks.
Fox, I thought you were all with those submariners.
Submarine.
See, every time I read this, I just see catastrophic explosion, Titan sub, Ocean Gate, and then I think conspiracy.
Explosion. Nope. I
Yeah, I mean,
disagree.
the gate. I mean, it's like
Misreporting. Clickbait.
it's like
Explosion.
they set it up to fail with the name Ocean Gate.
Ocean Gate. That's
Ocean
the
Gate
conspiracy.
and Titan.
It's
No.
in itself a conspiracy within its name.
Just because there was one conspiracy called Watergate doesn't mean
The
anything. with a
biggest
gate-
one.
Wait, what about?
Was it the biggest one?
The biggest one we caught.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I mean, there was Watergate. There was Deflategate.
Why do we put gate
Okay,
behind it?
you just called it a gate thing to go after the one thing. The one thing doesn't give it precedence.
Now I
you
gotta
know
look
what
at
I mean?
that. Why?
So, okay, so now
that
if we
read?
put gate after any of our thumbnails, that's clickbait.
I guess.
It-
We should do that.
I mean,
Monte
unless it
Carlo
was
gate.
about the thing. I don't. Yeah, that's a great question.
Watergate was a place, right? It was a hotel.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The hotel. It's
So
still
then,
there.
then the gate just became part of a conspiracy. So then everything became something gate, right? Is that where we're
Afterwards,
getting
it's
it
just
from?
an association from that. Yes, I believe, which makes it stupid.
Yes, that was very
Gate
stupid.
is a mocking suffix. Names of scandals, politics, or otherwise, has already been taken in American media and continue throughout the day. Squashgate.
Fox just nails it every
There
time.
you go.
man.
Oh, I read that wrong because I read Squashed Gate. So
Squashed gate does work in this scenario too.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, now he gets it. There he gets
No,
it.
no,
Now
no,
he gets it. Took him a minute.
I can't be
We're all-
part of this
we're-
anymore. Goodbye.
What are you talking about? We're all going to hell. Somebody. So he leaves with a pirate face comes up. That doesn't make it better, mongrels. And he's muted. He can't even tell.
That didn't work out well.
Oh, you didn't think that one through, did you?
I
That
don't
did
know.
not go as planned.
I thought it was hilarious, dude. You did a great job.
The gate,
Oh, nice.
the ninth gate.
Are you just going down the gate list of conspiracy?
Ninth-
List of
I don't
gates.
think we want to start discussing the ninth gate here.
Ninth gate. Yeah, no, we can't.
No.
That's what Google says. Google's like, you want to hear about this?
What does it have to say?
All
about them?
scams ending with gate. There we go. Come on,
Should be
show
some
me the
good ones in there.
scams. Oh, I'm not. What are you doing, ad blocker? I don't want you.
I've been watching things about Ponzi schemes lately.
Oh,
That's been the one I've been watching. I was telling him about. Have you heard about DC Solar? Have you heard about that Ponzi scheme? They built solar trailers that were generators, and it basically was a 2-car trailer, double axle trailer or whatever, with some panels on it and some stuff and a diesel generator. Because guess what? The solar generator part didn't actually work. Yeah. And everyone was getting like green energy rebates by buying these things. And the scam was you buy the trailer, and then the company who built the trailer is going to rent the trailer out, and then they'd split the profits from renting the trailers.
You know what? I read about this one Ponzi scheme. It's a huge, like the biggest. You know, we heard about it's called government.
Yes. But
Yes.
I also read.
What have you read?
Nothing. I just read.
Tell us about your many leather-bound books that smell of rich mahogany.
So there's a list of gates.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Burning Sun Gate.
What was that one?
An entertainment and sex scandal that revolved around the Burning Sun nightclub in Seoul and involved several celebrities, including Korean Idol and a popular K-pop group and police officials.
Oh, wow. When did that? So that was recent, I guess.
2019.
Yeah.
Really recent. Is that why we don't hear from that certain idol anymore?
I guess. Not. What else you got?
Just a one-hit
wonder. That's a bad one. I don't think I can say that.
Yep, let's skip past that one then.
That's the one we want to hear about then.
Dorito Gate. Two initially unconnected events involving video game journalist Geoff something and Lauren Wainwright are questioned in an article about Robert Florence triggering a chain of effects. Florence Publishing is threatened with legal action, which led to subsequent editing of the article. Florence resigning, the ununited version of the article suffering from Streisand effect, and the video game journalist industry questioning the closeness of game journalism to the companies whose producing they cover. What does this mean?
So basically, they were getting paid to write good reviews about games or something, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And they got caught, essentially. So
and they called it Dorito Gate.
Yeah, I don't. That was not where I thought we were. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna start naming the gates. We're gonna guess what it's about, and then you tell us. That's how.
This sounds like a fun game.
Yeah. So what do you got?
Sounds like Clickbait to me.
Slapgate.
Slapgate. Who wants to go first?
Okay, I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
Slapgate revolves around that really dumb. New thing that they're doing with the WWE where they stand there and slap each other until somebody taps out. That's what I think Slapgate is.
Okay. So I'm going to go the legal route with slap lawsuits. And this is a legal company that would go around and do these slap lawsuits on a bunch of different people just to get money collected.
Yeah, but okay. All right. Man, you guys took the bulk.
Everything about a gate is that it's a scam or it's a conspiracy.
Yeah. So it's the
Slapgate.
I want to say you've seen that video where the dude slaps the kid and then slaps everybody else in the whole. It's that
slapping someone else's kids.
Just slapping everybody. It's just guys just slapping everybody. Yeah.
Wow, this got dark.
Round Rick James. Exactly. That's where I'm going with this. Just slapping motherfuckers. Yeah, that's all right.
You're all wrong. Slipgate. Slap, spit, slap. Slapgate.
Is it slip or slap? Because that makes
that's
a big
another
difference.
Okay. Slapgate was when Chris Rock got hit by Will Smith on broadcast.
I'm pretty close to that. Then I said people slapping people. I feel like I win that.
Everyone's staged.
Listen, I was close. I was close on that. I'm taking the win on that.
Thanks. All right, next one. Tomato Gate.
Oh, this has got to be some sort of for stock futures pricing or some bullshit like that, so they can make money in the stock market off of tomatoes. That's my guess.
Okay, I think this has to do with ketchup, and that they never actually put any tomatoes in the ketchup. It's made from all artificial stuff.
Red number 5.
Yep.
Okay. I think that this is from when COVID started, and they took all of the tomatoes and dumped them into a field and took photos of all these tomatoes getting thrown away because nobody was going to restaurants anymore and buying salads.
Wow, that's
So-
deep.
No one's going to get these because these are named so poorly.
You're-
Radio
and-
consultant Keith Hill compared women artists in country music to a garnish, saying the male artists were lettuce in our salad and the tomatoes of our salad are the females. Downtrodden female artists in the country music community.
I don't understand that.
That's downtrodden. Are tomatoes worse than lettuce in a salad? I'm confused why that's a
Lettuce. I mean, lettuce is like pointless in a salad if it's like iceberg lettuce. It does nothing.
I gotta find something you could actually guess.
Yeah, because you're killing us here with these ones.
That's pretty on the nose.
Regular, same thing. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, what the heck is going on there? Nope, that makes no sense. And okay, carry among amongst yourself. I have a lot of reading.
You guys just keep busy. It'll be fine.
The Gate conspiracy.
Gate.
Oh, Gate.
Oh my, Clone Gate. Okay, you're not
Clone
gonna guess it, but
Clone
Russian President Vladimir Putin has been accused of having clones of himself. An extremely different appearance is a giveaway. However, this hoax has been disproven as his appearance change is easily explained with the Botox that he uses regularly as facelift cream.
Okay.
I don't know which one sounds like more conspiracy.
I feel what I found out about this whole Gate list is that if you just add Gate to the end of just ridiculousness.
Yes, and there's so many things I can't say on the internet.
All right, everybody knows what everybody knows what Deflate Gate is, right?
Yeah, it was a bullshit Tom Brady thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I think we should come up with Clickgate then.
Clickgate.
Clickgate.
Yeah,
Clickgate. Yes.
That's
conspiracy that clickbait is a problem.
When people call your non-clickbait videos clickbait, that would be clickbait.
That is clickbait.
Fartgate.
Fartgate.
Oh no! I don't even want to know. I don't want to.
It's Canadian. If it
smell
smell better.
Oh, Canadian. Oh, don't you know? So somebody passed the gas and couldn't handle it.
Oh, is that where you go into the elevator, and you let one squeak out?
Michelle Rempel? Garner?
Oh, hey. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Garner is how you say that.
Okay. In a speech at Canadian House of Commons made by Michelle Rempel Garner, the MP for Calgary Nose Hill, Alberta. About jobs in her province, Rempel asked, why does the government treat Alberta like a fart in the room that nobody wants to talk about or acknowledge? The members of Parliament for Gulf Island and the leader of Canadian Green Party, Elizabeth May, stood up and described Rempel's use of the word fart as an unparliamentary. May requested Rempel to withdraw the word fart, which Rempel refused to do so. The crowd watching the House of Commons proceeded to heckle May due to the use of the fart.
Wow.
Well,
I mean,
this is how exciting Canadian politics.
Things get fucking wild in Canada.
Wild.
I mean, that's pretty
You
cool.
just say fart.
How dare you?
Remove her.
I
Remove her from this
in a general direction.
This is a distinguished conversation. No fart talk.
I can't say that I'm too surprised that we've digressed hard from clickbait down to fart talk.
Hawaii Gate, Hailgate.
Oh God.
Iraqi Gate, Irish Gate.
Get out of here. Okay. The gate gag is not nearly as fruitful as I was hoping it was going to be.
Leak Gate.
Well,
Lettergate. Liquorgate. Lunatic.
Liquorgate?
Is this just an alphabetical list with
Mama Gate, Macro Gate, Memo Gate.
God, get out of there.
Mink Gate, Mulder Gate.
You're on a watch list now. That's what
the
you're
way
Office
to
Gate.
the way to do this is clearly to come up with the most ludicrous idea for the game.
Pasta Gate. Oh, there's
and then,
some on here.
And then have everyone else tell us who's actually right. Screw what the real thing says. The crowd needs to crowd needs to pick who's the better.
Pastagate could clearly be
Pickle Gate, Ponytail Gate, Popcorn Gate, Porn Gate, Pussy Gate, Guitar Gate, Rally Gate, Rubble Gate, Russa Gate.
Okay, I feel like you're just saying things with gates now.
Salmon Gate.
Well,
Sharpie Gate.
That's actually a thing.
Asshole Gate yet?
I really thought that passhole was going to be the thing that made last week not get turned back on, and it may have been what made it take like 4 days to get turned back on was the extensive use of passhole.
Somebody had to go and research.
There is 4 spelling differentials for Troopergate.
Troopergate.
That's interesting.
Allegations of 2 Arkansas state troopers that arranged sexual liaisons for the new governor, Bill Clinton.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Jim, as soon as you said cocaine cowboy.
Put it on the list.
We are definitely demonetized now.
Here's the best part. So it gives you the year that all these gates were founded. Prior to like 2004, not many gates. After 2004, so many gates.
It gained popularity.
Well, I think the internet created gates.
Well, yeah, everyone decided that we were just going to add gates. It became synonymous with
Watergate did.
Yeah, it's a pulp culture reference.
Well, I think Watergate created Watergate. I think the internet created gates.
Yes, but Watergate became a pop culture reference.
Horsegate.
Yeah.
Nutgate. Smooshgate.
I mean, Watergate's not that far from here, really.
Is Watergate even on that
around?
Yeah.
Like that, it hasn't changed hands. They still call it Watergate.
Still Watergate.
It's probably like a historical landmark at this point.
I don't know. I never went by it when I was there.
What?
So Watergate's not even on the list.
I probably blew right past it. I've just been clicking through notable gates. They actually itemize it, so it's like sports, politics, technology, conspiracy theories, popular culture, arts, entertainment, similar phenomena, and then they just have an alphabetical list.
Okay, then.
I'm assuming it's at the top.
I linked it in Discord. You can see it.
La 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 la. Luxury hotels.
Luxurious.
Oh my! It's black and white. Lady in a dress. This seems weird.
Oh. This seems like is this some sort of snuff film? Was that a nipple?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
that's a Cadillac. That's a guy in a suit. That's so black and white. Ooh, let's narrate this.
Click on the hotel and then click history. See Nixon right there.
Hey, they did a really good job here. She's black and white, and the background is color. Look at that editing.
Back to black and white.
Oh man, they hired like a teenager or something.
Look at this bar. Is this
Well, the whole point is Watergate was such a dumb scandal. Like those guys rolled on him so hard once they got questioned.
Stop Destroyer.
So quickly. Destroyer, what's up, brother?
Who's here? Those guys are liars. And then they're like, "We caught you on tape, Nixon, because you record everything you say ever." Oh, dang, I do.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, that was like his one big. That was his snag, He snagged himself with just all the recordings.
Well, you think that if you're going to record everyone's and everything's things, for your own uses, you would not say things when you knew that they were being recorded.
Oh no, he recorded stuff all the time that was totally bad for him, constantly. He was like, "Nah, nobody's gonna listen to this stuff. It's mine."
I'm the president. I can do that.
I mean, I think that's truly like where everybody's just like, "Yeah, we're gonna stop doing that."
What's the Destroyer Gate? We gotta make.
It may have been a Destroyer Gate though. Those the Navy destroyers wrecking into each other in the Pacific.
So I feel like, what's this Ocean Gate? Or
Ocean Gate. Now we're back to the stuff.
We're coming back there. Okay.
Well, what's the name of their company?
Ocean Gate.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I feel like they've gated themselves. This goes back to I'm just 100% positive now. They've gated themselves with a conspiracy.
That's what I said.
So here's my question: do we call it Ocean Gate Gate?
Ocean Gate, like
Ocean
ATM
Gate
machine.
Gate.
Well, because technically Ocean Gate is the word, but now we're saying it's a gate, as in it's a thing. So I think it has to be Ocean Gate Gate.
It would have to be Ocean Gate Gate.
Ocean Gate. Gate.
Oh God, I can see.
I do not understand how we got demonetized.
I don't either.
I tell you how it was those
I mean-
goddamn cocaine cowboys. That's how.
Demonetization gate.
Every time.
Conspiracy.
3 or 4 weeks in a row, we've said that and been demonetized not long after.
Yeah, it's all about boats.
I swear, next week, Jim, we're gonna wait till the end, and if we're not demonetized, you can say it at the end. We'll wait 15 minutes, and I bet we're down.
I'm on a boat, y'all.
I don't understand why that demonetized. I mean, it was a real thing in the 80s.
It
That was
was,
the thing.
I really don't think it is. I think it's really a coincidence.
A
but-
real thing does not standardize non-demonetization.
Well, I mean, I suppose.
I mean, it's a real thing. I don't know why they demonetize it.
You're not
it's
allowed
not
to talk
like,
about
it's,
the.
your
it's not like
argument
it's
there.
fake news, okay? It's a real thing.
It's
It's not
It's not
clickbait.
fake news.
It's not
It's not
clickbait.
misinformation.
It's not clickbait. It was a thing.
Fact
They
checker
race
gate.
boats.
Ooh.
Fact checker gate. There you go.
Fact checker gate.
There you
Checker
go.
gate.
That's a bit
Gate,
of a
gate.
thing. Yeah, I still like that. Gate.
Gate.
That's your new. That's gonna catch on to be its own thing, and you're gonna be like, "What did I do?"
What'd that do? It's like that
That's
new what's that new name for hot dogs now?
Glizzies.
Glizzies. That is the worst,
What?
stupidest thing I have
Not-
ever heard, and I want to hurt people for it.
Not new at all.
I don't care if it's new.
I
I
heard
don't
it
care how
years
old
ago,
it is. It
and
needs to
I
go away.
concur 100%. Because when the
I've
first time I
never
heard it, I
heard
was
this
like,
term before.
"What?"
I didn't either until the
It's-
other day, and it hurt my head a
Glizzies?
little.
Glizzies.
You want to eat some glizzies, bro?
I have no idea why that is the thing. I have no idea. And I didn't even ask the people that I heard it from. I just kind of went, well, "Oh, this is what you young people do now." Okay, whatever.
Somebody sent me a
yeah.
TikTok video of a guy consuming glizzies, and that was the title. And I watched it, and I'm like, "What am I watching?" This guy is
Yeah.
literally swallowing hot dogs to
Whole?
speed eat them. Yeah, like just sucking them in. Just
Yeah, but they dip them in water too. That's
Yep.
yeah.
So would that be clickbait then?
no.
Giggity
But
gate,
yes,
gate, all
Changing
that.
consuming hot dogs, that's not too exciting, but consuming glizzies?
Glizzies. Yeah, if you change the word, it gets people interested
Good.
because
Makes
like
it
so we
sound
just
good
need
the
to
way-
make up words.
I'm not even going to say the word.
That's not.
It annoys me so much, I won't even say it.
Well,
So you've
I-
heard this outside of this conversation, then?
Oh, I've heard this before, yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, huh.
So
I've
okay, we
never
need to start
heard tell
making up
this word
words.
before.
It's obviously not made it to Kazakhstan yet.
No, it's not native to here.
Probably, it's probably stupid TikTok language or something.
It is stupid. TikTok
Oh
language.
well. So
Well,
you
it's
make a
been
point
in
here,
rap
Destroyer.
songs and a bunch of stuff for a long time, evidently.
Deep
so.
Throat was its own. It was a
code
gate.
name in Watergate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the informant.
the informant was Deep Throat.
Yes, which we call whistleblowers now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Deep Throat's not very politically
It's
correct now.
deep
is it?
throats.
I mean,
No.
it's not. Who is it offending?
He makes a point there. It is ambidextrous, the whole Deep Throat.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait a second.
are you offending certain movie stars or what?
Wait a second. Deep Throat, Glizzies, eating hot dogs really fast.
Oh, I got it. I was there. The whole.
I mean,
we are already demonetized.
we are. I think we've become a
Did we just create
conspiracy
Glizzy
theory
Gate?
podcast.
Is that what we are? We're a conspiracy. We'd be a terrible conspiracy theory podcast because we just make crap up. Well, maybe we'd be good because we're just making
We'd
it
be
up.
good.
As we go
Maybe make it
along.
Go to
I
the
think
ice
that's how
wall,
most
get
conspiracy
yourself
theory
some
podcasts
Glizzy
do
Gate.
it.
Listen, it goes deeper than you think.
So much deeper.
Apparently it didn't.
Goes straight through you, is what I
Oh.
hear.
It's straight through. Oh,
If you
really
swallow a
impaled me.
glizzy whole, does it come out whole? That seems painful.
It depends how long the glizzy is.
I mean, many.
I'm not
I
going to
don't
stop.
want to go down
I'm just
this
going to
route
keep
of
saying this
discussion. Okay,
until
Let's just stop.
James or until Jim finally
I'm
says
sure it
glizzy.
slides right out with the rest of it. So,
Oh god,
Like a
Is it-
torpedo.
Now, what if your glizzy is made of corn? Like, would it just come out just whole again? Because corn doesn't get broken down, right?
it would Freddy Krueger its way out of you, buddy. That's
Ooh,
It wouldn't be a hot dog if it were made out of corn.
it's
Kruger
facts.
gate.
corn dog,
Corn. Well, it's
corn glizzy.
powdered up.
Glizzy? Is
Corn.
that a thing? Corn glizzy?
Corn glizzy.
I did go to a place that was like the
I'm
hot
not
dog
Googling
place
that.
in New Orleans, and they have a chicken glizzy, which is just chicken tender on a bun.
Oh, so there's another big question. It's a hot dog sandwich.
No,
Oh, it's just like hamburgers. Hamburgers and hot dogs, are they sandwiches?
Yeah, it's
It's-
just meat on bread.
It's meat on bread. It's basically a weird shaped sandwich.
Nope.
Cold cut hot sandwich.
Nope.
Well, what is it then?
it'd be more of a sub.
That's a sandwich.
It's a hoagie.
All
Hoagie.
right, wait a second.
No,
I'd like to know
it's
what's
not-
going on in the chat over here. All of a sudden, Destroyer has destroyed Fox, and there's nothing from Fox over there. What is
Oh yeah,
going on?
Fox is busy doing something at the moment, or he's still mad at me for my Submariner faux pas earlier.
Oh, I don't know.
Glizzy. Bam.
BS Brandon, how's it going, brother?
Hot dogs. Well, the usage of the term has been around for a while. It's only recently gained significant attention on social media, particularly on TikTok, when one popular trend on TikTok is glizzy gobbler, referring to people eating hot dogs ridiculously fast.
Oh, that makes it sound so much worse.
I swear to God, if you don't make a shirt that says Glizzy Gobbler,
Gobbler.
I'm sure it's already done.
oh dude, oh man, I'm changing the name of this freaking to Glizzy Gobbler.
That's not
So-
what we are now.
That goes
Glizzy
back
gobbler.
to, is it
Oh,
clickbait if
Becky,
you make
that's
fake
beyond.
words? If you make up fake sayings, like someone's going to click on glizzy gobbler, what is that?
Well, it
I
only
mean-
works until it catches on. It's like, I don't know, so it's like Deuces. Remember that when that started being a thing? Yeah, that was our era.
So here's something that I did when we were younger. We would screw with people just as a experimental mental thing. So you go to a party with like 4 people you know, and you just look at each other and you just be like, "Hey man, cupcake." And then the other guy starts laughing and you're like, "Yeah, cupcake, man." And you just start going back and forth and everybody in the room starts laughing. And then you're just like, "Yeah, nobody tell the fox." And you just walk away and everybody's like, "What the hell?" Like, you don't even know.
That's awesome. That's
We
totally
do that to
something I
people
would
all
do.
the time. You get really drunk or a little messed up, and
The only way
you
that
start
makes
doing that.
the only way that would be better if you went to another party and you got to see the same thing, like somebody recreating, or trying to redo
I
it.
never saw it recreated, but there was a lot of people confused and like laughing really hard. And like, I don't know what these guys are talking
Yeah,
about. but it's
I
funny.
feel like Destroyer's right, and then the brownies kicked in.
but we did it. It was a thing. Like, and everybody's just like, "Why do you guys do that?" Because we want to realize all these people in this room are stupid.
That was why.
Because you could make the whole room start laughing, and they'd be like, "What's the joke?" It's like, you're the joke.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds like shrooms in a nutshell, right here. Like you really just described how that kind of works.
I'm not
Like-
saying we were straight every time it happened.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, there's some, yeah. Smoke Wrench, what's up? Now we got everyone in here. If you guys
It's kinda
have
like,
not subscribed to Mongrel's Garage yet, make sure you're over there.
Gotta go to Mongrel's Garage.
You gotta go to
Improper
Mongrel's
ways
Garage.
to eat a banana. You know,
That's clickbait.
That is
Yeah.
clickbait.
that is
Unless you're gonna show them
You can show it. The most inappropriate way to eat a banana, always. It's
in the
always
middle. In the middle.
banana to face, never face to banana.
Oh, that story. They're not ready for that story.
I don't know if I'm familiar with this story.
Oh my god, are we still demonetized? Because that was definitely gonna keep us. That story is definitely gonna keep us demonetized. There's no, you tell that story and there's zero way we get this back.
Now I really want to hear the story. How about you?
All right.
How about you in the chat?
Send
Do
it.
you want to hear the
Send it.
story?
It's not that bad.
It's well, it
so-
depends which way you're gonna tell it.
I'm gonna tell it like this.
Oh god, the camera died at a very inappropriate look.
Oh yeah, put a glizzy in there.
He's
Put
getting
a
his
glizzy in there. They turn that off.
Start calling you Joe.
Wet the tip. Gizzy gobber on the way.
Kizzy gobbler.
Is that a glizzy? Oh, how do you make it chupacabra but with glizzy? Where do you put the glizzy in the chupacabra to make that work?
Chuper glizzy.
No, that doesn't work, does it?
Gobbler, glizzy, chupacabra. Start stacking them.
Just throwing a bunch of words
Yeah.
at the thing. Don't worry about
Ben,
it.
you just described our current media, mainstream media.
Is this how they do mainstream media now? They just throw a bunch of crap around?
I feel that's the case.
Oh, wow. You're going to have to read
Andy's
this out loud. I mean,
Which
Come on.
presented little or no legitimate,
you
well-researched.
gotta
I got to start from the beginning.
beginning.
From a historical perspective, the techniques employed by clickbait authors can be considered derivative of yellow journalism, which I'm going to go completely racist here, but which presented little or no legitimate, well-researched news and instead used eye-catching headlines that include
exaggerations of news
Exaggerations.
events, scandals.
There's so much racism going on in my head right now. Scandal.
What one
Laundry.
thing? Yellow washing, yellow journalism just sends you where exactly? I don't even want to know.
You don't even want to know.
They gotta
We'll
pay-
never
they
come
got-
back from that.
I will say that with little or no legitimate, well researched, that does pretty much describe my channel.
So that sounds like they're talking about way back.
No, that's it. That's it.
National
Glizzy
Enquirer.
Cabra.
Glizzy Cabra.
That's how you do it. All right, continue.
One cause of such sensational stories is the controversial practice called checkbook journalism, where news reporters pay sources for their information without verifying its truth.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't know of any modern examples of that.
First is better than right. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington
That's
said that well.
definitely what they do.
In the U.S., it is generally considered an unethical practice as it often turns celebrities and politicians
Wait.
into lucrative targets of unproven
It
allegations.
is clearly not unethical these days to do that.
Not
because
on
every
YouTube.
news channel does it. Every
She's
single
like,
one of them.
where are you pasting this from?
I think she says it's BuzzFeed.
16. According to the Washington Post writer Howard Kurtz, this thriving tabloid culture has erased the old definition of news by including tawdry and sensational stories about celebrities
I've seen the Washington Post recent headlines, and
for sake of profit.
they're no better than anybody else.
There's a lot here.
She's put way more research into this topic than any of us have. So
This is
far
what I was
tonight.
saying, is that this is modern journalism.
She's glizzying all over our comment section.
That's not.
I like the
you-
Facebook.
how that works?
announcement.
You used that word completely wrong, although it sounds better than the way it's
I
actually.
feel
used.
like I can use it however I
Oh,
want.
so she Wikipedia'd this. Didn't I ask you to Wikipedia
No,
this?
I don't
Facebook-
Wikipedia. I don't trust it.
Facebook has not taken any measures. Facebook has not taken any measures to get rid of
Thanks,
clickbait
Destroyer.
in
Destroyer, I
the
appreciate that.
marketplace section. It's nothing but
Put
clickbait in
that to
there.
good work. Well, so I mean, think about it though. That was the tabloid section, like she pointed out. Oh, Fox is back. He had to go to work for a little bit, apparently.
Becky Gate.
No, so the deal is clickbait realistically was the Inquirer or whatever. You know, they had to put the outlandish bull on there so you would see it next to the, you know, whatever as you're checking out. So I guess it's nothing new. It's just a different medium then. Effective clickbait model. Oh. Sponsored ad in there. Oh, okay. She loves to research. See, that's where you need to get, dude. Is have Becky start doing your freaking your scripts. God dang it, I could not pull that one out of my head. Your script book being there. Yeah.
Oh, light.
I don't yeah. Just like that's a little, you should have more. Those are rookie numbers right there.
Okay.
I think I might have some notes on this napkin.
I keep finding maybe little scraps of paper left in margins, and I write in those.
Sideways, so it looks like
you know that's how the Titanic was conceived, is on a napkin.
I thought that's how the Warhawk
I feel
was
it was
conceived.
too big, but I mean sperm's small, so that's fine.
That's how that
Oh, dudes.
that's how that clone land was conceived too.
Oh man.
I mean, now to the stage, Titanic. Oh.
No,
No.
I feel like that's been used already. It's not new.
We're doing this again?
Oh, that's not new. I'm just saying. You said conceived. I don't like that
Not
word.
the club I want to be in.
Birth.
Well, I can tell you that YouTube is definitely not doing anything to curb clickbait in the thumbnails of their.
No, because there's no way for them to monitor thumbnails.
Well, she's saying that web browsers are apparently doing some stuff to help with that.
Well, I think we put a nickel in Becky, that's for sure.
What?
The only reason
What is that
web
phrase?
browsers and companies like Facebook and YouTube would want to get rid of clickbait would be so that they can monetize it and make the clickbait people pay for advertising.
Well, that was a little bit when you weren't allowed to, what was it, change the thumbnails on shorts. Remember that little bit?
Oh, I guess that's a proper phrase.
I put a nickel in someone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've never heard that?
I've never heard that. That's a weird phrase.
You had to go look that one up. Yeah, I heard you say something, but I didn't know what phrase you were talking about because there was a bunch of things going on at that point.
Well, I like to look up things people use for wording because I like to understand real meanings because people misuse words a lot.
Well, I mean, that depends. I used that word
It's
wrong,
not.
but I wanted to. It's my
usage of the word?
Yeah, or perception of the word.
Perception of the word. But it's not a suitable perception of the word based on the definition.
Apparently it is if we can have glizzy be for freaking hot dogs. We just got to get enough of the masses to get over to my way of thinking, I think, right?
So to put a nickel in someone can also mean to frustrate anger or cause someone to act.
Yeah, like okay, I think it's like
also can be used to put a quarter in.
Oh, because of inflation.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what a Dodge Warlock is?
Yes.
Dodge Warlock?
Just
curious.
My
stuff.
It's a big block with a little red express in different colors.
Yeah, I just got a
we can't read that.
Got a notification about a Dodge Warlock.
That's not clickbait.
I like Dodge Warlocks.
That's cool. Not clickbait?
There's no Dodge Warlock in the video, though, you know.
Yeah, so I explain what a Dodge Warlock is. It's not clickbait.
Is there a Dodge Warlock?
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what the video's
I haven't looked at it.
That's what the video's on.
Yeah, you've been real quiet since we've been talking about clickbait and our experiences on our channel about clickbait. I did just now notice that you have been awfully quiet in that regard.
I have openly said if you're not doing it, you're losing.
It's true. He said that more than 5 times.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe that clickbait is a thing. So
yeah, clickbait is for winners.
But your clickbait is a little different. You clickbait like to bait them into like commenting and doing other things.
Yeah, because I actually have found that I will put words on a title that have nothing to do with anything that's in the actual video, and get so many more comments on the title when there was no reference to the title in the video.
Oh my god. Just Fox's comment right now is fucking me up.
Rap lady?
Lizzo.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Lizzo.
Glizzy. It's just enough.
That's not even right.
Stop.
Oh, Glizzy Glizzo.
Oh god.
That sounds like an eating competition.
Stop. I pay for ad block. Yeah, I don't do that.
I pay to block nothing.
Oh, click
let's
action. Oh man. What are you doing? What are you looking for now? Are you gonna pull up old timey sayings? We keep going down that rabbit hole.
Oh, those are actually a very good topic. Like define hooligan.
Ooh.
What is your concept of the word hooligan? Because it's
A
not what people
rapscallion.
think.
Yeah, because it's old, so it's got to be
Very old.
just unruly children. I would.
No,
I thought it was like unruly fans at a soccer game.
No.
Yeah, soccer hooligans are a thing. Yeah.
It's a rapscallion.
A rapscallion.
Just give it another name for a name.
Yeah, I feel like those are pseudonyms, right? Did I say that right?
Synonyms.
Cinnamon. I can't say that fucking word.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, what Jim said.
Oh man.
Lazy.
A glazed donut would make more sense as a
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
make more
way
sense. I mean,
yeah.
I would buy off on that, but a hot dog being called a glizzy is just stupid.
I do concur. Like if someone brought me and was like, "Hey, what do you think? We're gonna change the hot dog to glizzy," I'd be like, "That's stupid."
So-
but if you brought me that one, I would be like, "Yeah, I'm behind that."
A hooligan was someone that was in a hula hoop gang.
There was a hula hoop game?
Hula hoop gangs were a
they
thing.
click their fingers while they swing their hips.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Read this one.
A hooligan was the guy that caught the hot rivets for building and boats.
Building and boats. That's buildings, not building.
Okay.
There's an S at the end of
I got my
building.
glasses on.
A ruffian.
So it does come down to where it becomes offensive is where I'm getting to on this. So when you actually talk about hooligans, it's derived from the Irish and it's very derogatory towards the Irish. So when you call
really?
the Irish hooligans, it's old timey upsets them.
Oh, so if you find an old timey Irish person, they'll know to be offended by this.
Potentially.
Now is the fact that most people are not offended. Okay, most Irish people, and I don't know if most Irish people are not offended by this in current days. And are they not just because they don't talk about it?
Potentially.
Like no one taught these kids they needed to be offended by this word, therefore no one is offended by it.
And also, I've read articles that talked about it as it was a way to demonstrate, like you call somebody a hooligan when they were a drunken Irishman. So you could always use it against drunks.
So
What a hooligan.
Oh, okay.
And then now
I
it's
think-
become like a term for children that screw around.
I mean,
Yeah.
these days, you're not offended unless you're screaming and yelling and boycotting things.
But
Hmm.
And you're
it's the
offended.
nature of many words. There's a lot of words that became derogatory, and they didn't start out that way. They were just a descriptive word.
Well, it's like I used one in the military that I never understood until I said it to the wrong person.
Fox, was that a safety brief you got going into country, or is that learned firsthand knowledge? Because I feel
Yeah,
like
you don't-
somebody
yeah.
told me that before I went there the first time. But
Is that something you should know?
That's a drink you ordered outside of Ireland, not.
yeah. It turns out in Ireland, where the actual IRA and all that is, they don't take that as a funny ha-ha joke. Yeah, because somebody's kids probably got blown up by Irish.
So, has anybody ever used the phrase "I got gypped"?
Me?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I've definitely used that at some point.
Yeah,
Way back
I
in the day.
didn't know, and this is my own ignorance. I used it all the time, not knowing anything about what I said it to the wrong person. Oh boy!
You found out, huh?
No.
found out.
Tell me.
found out.
Hold on, before you tell the story, tell me this person's like 90 years old and they're
No.
retired and nothing better to tell you all about this. Damn it.
No, I was in the military, and this was another 19-year-old person that took offense
Fake
at a
news.
level that was ridiculous to me for their entire family heritage and lineage. Like, I had kicked their grandmother in the face by saying this.
Wow, this must be some gypsy thing.
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
Gyp means to be ripped off by
shut
gypsies.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy. He got it.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. I just thought it was like, oh, that's just a word.
Well,
use.
when
It
you
means to get
said
ripped off.
the family thing and went all the way back at that point, that's what I was like. That sounds like some gypsy curse stuff.
Yeah, like I felt like I was going to get cursed.
He's been cursed ever
Has
since.
been cursed actually.
Probably.
If this person was a real
abnormal hair
gypsy,
growth on his face.
did you when you found this out? Did you say, "Don't shrink me, gypsy"?
No. I took it. I was like, whoa, okay, I'm wrong here. This is definitely me being wrong. My
Oh
bad.
yeah, no, I totally would have dug further at that point.
Nah, because I honestly didn't know, and I felt very dumb. Like I was like, whoa, I'm sorry.
He started singing Cher songs.
It's an Irish Boilermaker. Oh, there you go, first-hand knowledge. So now you know. That's what you call it.
Well,
Oh, so it has a different name?
you know, I think I'm with Wasted on this. I probably would have dug deeper on this fella and like really pushed him to the edge.
I don't know. He came off real crazy real fast. So it was
Well,
one of
he's
those
a
like,
gypsy, of
whoa,
course.
whoa.
I don't know.
My question in my mind was, how do you be a gypsy and be in the military? That seems counterintuitive.
I feel like at a certain point it's a religion, right?
No, it's like a lifestyle.
It might have a religious element to it.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
what
I'm
part about
assuming.
gypsying? Are you talking about the like moving around all the time part, or the
No,
like?
have you ever watched
doing-
anything on gypsies? They're
Nah,
literally nomadic
okay.
people. They're like the Amish.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
it's
most
weird.
the most I know about the gypsies would be from what's that the show with
There was
the,
a reality
Lock, stock, and
show.
two smoking barrels.
nah, the Peaky Blinders.
Oh, Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
That's
that was
my-
pretty accurate.
That's my biggest knowledge about gypsies would be there.
They're from northern India.
Hey, we got Shopcat in the house. How you doing, brother?
Didn't know that.
Keep it close where I can see him. All right, you gotta go do stuff. All right, have a good one, Becky. Can't hang out with us hooligans all night long.
All right.
You know, it looks
I
like
feel gypped.
I honestly wasn't aware of this, but it looks like they have changed the word gypsy to travelers,
Oh, because it's derogatory?
I guess.
Well,
Makes
I can tell you that I can see how if you were a gypsy, how you could be the way it was used towards gypsy people was not good for a very long time.
Yeah, they're travelers.
Yeah, they're special. I'm reading things I didn't know.
I love how we figured this out.
It's down another rabbit hole.
Oh yeah. That should be the name of dude's freaking podcast. Is going to be Down the Rabbit Hole.
Do you want the blue pill or the red pill?
Just take both.
Slap them together.
We're gonna slap them together. And dude's just like, I've never seen anyone do that. Oh man.
Oh man.
Well, boys, it's we're coming up on the 2 hour thing, so we try to keep it to that.
The 2 hour thing.
No, we're at 1 hour 58 minutes.
Mine says 202.
That's got 158.
Canuckistan time.
Yeah, apparently
Weird.
time's different.
You're on the wrong side of the equator. Nope.
Down the wrench hole. Ooh, I
Wrench
like
hole.
that. I mean, it's better than pass hole.
Or
I don't know how you
cocaine
look at it.
cowboy.
All right. Well, we appreciate everyone coming as we always do and being in here. If you listen to this podcast back, come watch us live one of these times if you're those people who have time
Because
for
it's
that.
probably better than listening.
I don't know. I've listened back to some of these. They're pretty good, I think.
They're not bad, actually. I have listened to them. Yep.
Yeah, even with like no context of the stuff we're talking about that is visual, it still works. Like sometimes you're like, what were we talking about? Oh.
Well, we didn't have a lot of visual context this time.
Well, the big thing, and dudes always gives me a hard time about it, is I put the comments up, and then we sometimes talk about them and don't
We
say
comment on the comments, and no one gets to hear the comments. It's completely out of context.
Yeah,
No,
which I think actually leads to some funny moments here and there. So I don't know. Who knows? You guys will have to tell us.
I mean, I think that comment right there is pretty good.
Oh, that is a good comment.
Down the wrench hole or good?
Oh, he wrecked our game, Jim. He doesn't know how to play.
Good game. Oh man! All right. So, what do you guys got coming up this week? Anything?
I am working on a video for just replacing a fuel pump on a Nissan Frontier. Nothing too fancy, but just something simple.
Pull that door out on that Jeep yet?
Yeah, the doors are done on the Jeep. The Jeep's running and driving, man. I gotta adjust the frame a little bit, but
so that's where you're at.
It's fine.
Just the frame. It's fine.
If it was up to me and I didn't have to do an inspection, I wouldn't touch it. It's fine as is. But since I have to put it through an inspection,
I know a lot of Americans. You could sell that too, and you wouldn't even have to feel bad about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
And in most of the states we just talked about, no one would even look at it again, so it's fine.
So the big thing we're setting up for right now is we just did a big shuffle of the cars. We're about to pull the engine and transmission out of the LS Camaro, and we're going to put it in the Parisienne.
That'll be nice.
That seems like a backwards moment.
No.
What is that? Well, the thing is I had to pull it out of the Camaro anyways because it's got the typical LS problem of broken exhaust bolts in the engine, and I was just kind of mocking everything up, and I did get it running and driving, but the headers aren't fully bolted on, and in order for me to fix those, I have to pull the engine out to fix that. So I thought, well, I want to put an LS in the Parisienne anyways. Let's just pull it out of the Camaro, fix the exhaust bolts, and in it goes. And then maybe we'll do something a little different with the Camaro.
Oh.
Like put a Pontiac motor in it or something?
No,
No.
Put a Godzilla motor in. Put the Ford motor in there.
No, I won't do that.
He says no, you won't do that.
No.
One-Eye Cat, we appreciate you coming in. You can always go back and
too
watch
far.
the beginning. How about you, Jim? What do you got coming for the week?
I don't know. Probably do some sort of work on the 65 C10. I've been waiting for some parts on it. I did just get yet another jump starter in that I need to do a video on. So
how many of those are you up to now?
I've got a few jump starters. I did have one jump starter that I got, and the thing was absolute garbage. I'm like, you guys sure you want me to do a video on this? So this thing is garbage. Oh, we think it's defective. I was like, well, maybe.
Okay. Send me another one.
So now I have another one to play with, and that must be fun.
So you have a YouTube channel where you're testing out different jump starters to see which is a good one.
I do test them out.
Okay.
Yeah, I can give you lots of recommendations on them, but I don't like any of them. I mean, really, they're not that great. You're better off getting a new battery.
That's what I do. Is I just have a good battery that I walk around with booster cables.
Batteries.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, though.
Hell yeah, brother.
There's a jump starter brand, and this one I'm testing, which is from the same company, but a different company. They have a different name for this one. Is also a little air compressor, and those things work awesome. It's a jump starter and an air compressor, and they work great for blowing up tires on junk cars sitting outside.
I got a DeWalt one of those.
Yeah,
I got
probably works well. But can it jump start a car at the same time?
No, I buy batteries.
Oh well, I'm with you. I agree, but so I'm doing that. That's about it. I don't know. Probably make some terrible shorts, like normal.
They're not terrible shorts. They're just not being shown to people.
No, they're terrible. They're bad.
I don't think there's anything as a terrible short
Yes.
because there are such ridiculous shorts that hit and have lots of people that thumbs up and watch and like and subscribe that I don't think there's anything that is truly a terrible short.
Just take the lesson from tonight's discussion and clickbait the heck out of it.
That's right. Send her.
That's the lesson.
That's the lesson we learned tonight.
Clickbait is everything. and
Look,
it's
it definitely works. Whenever
If
I
you
do
ain't
something
baiting the
little-
click, you're losing.
Whenever I do something that's a little
No.
clickbaity, it does get more views. I'm telling the way we started this. I was telling you about that Cessna and Land Rover short, and it's the best short I've had in a long time.
But I don't think that's clickbait. I don't think
Relative.
clickbait is that.
Yeah, but it's a terrible short. I mean, it's literally
That
So
is
I guess that's the
subjective.
relative clickbait right there. Just label all your shorts. This is a terrible short.
that's
Ooh,
that's something I
Terrible
would
short
do.
1, terrible short 2.
I will say I think there is something for self-deprecation, especially in these videos.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible short. But if you like cars, here, take a look. Here you go. There's a car.
Just look at my
Here's a
video.
car that I saw. You didn't see it, so you maybe want to see
I've
it.
gotten that comment a couple of times, like, what's the point of this video? And it's like, whatever you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
There is no point of this video. I'm
Sorry,
just literally,
sorry you don't like cars.
yeah. Like the point is whatever you want the point to be. Why are you here? I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Point is, I made a video and you didn't. So
Yeah, get out of here, nerd.
Where's your car?
Yeah, you paid
Where's-
for it,
Where's
you
your
know?
car
Yeah,
videos
that
at?
sums it up right there, doesn't it?
How about you, dudes?
I've told people that before. You get what you pay for. You didn't pay nothing for this video.
Facts. That's a good one.
Yeah.
How much did this
That's-
video
that's
cost
good.
you? Didn't want
Unless you
to-
pay
Yeah.
for premium, then you might
Smells
pay
like
something.
jelly.
Yeah, you want expert advice from a professional? You got to go pay for that. I mean,
Dude, you gonna do a
hell?
long form video this month? Or
Yeah,
what?
I promised that. Maybe
did.
next June.
Next June. You're
Next
not.
June.
You still have some time left. You could get one done before the end of the month.
That's not
the
happening.
big question
That's
for
just not
dudes
happening.
is the big question for dudes is, did you contact that guy with the Fairlane today?
No,
Oh,
I don't need that in my
You
life.
You don't need that. by
I
the
thought
way.
for sure you were going to contact him just to find out more about
we
it.
do have a little bit of housekeeping. Dudes with Wrenches is leaving us for the next how long?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. We're gonna be without dudes. So
I'm going on a car show campaign. So
A car show campaign.
he's taking a page out of old Midnight's playbook here.
yeah, I'm
Where
gonna
you
go
going?
spend 3 days at a Good Guys car show, and then I'm gonna go spend 3 days at Isla Ola, Wisconsin's big car show.
Oh, nice.
So
All of the footage on cars.
yeah, we're coming back with we're gonna have 200 videos is my goal. So
When is the what dates are the Wisconsin one?
it starts on the 6th. That's why I asked you on last live when you were leaving
Oh, right.
Minnesota. Yeah.
Right. Bummer.
Yep.
Bummer. I'm there the wrong weekend.
Is
Oh,
that
not-
because you're going on your koi adventure? Is that
Wait,
No,
we're
no,
still
I'll
on-
go to Surrey
I don't
City
know
myself.
why you're surprised, Fox, that we said we were going to get off and then squirreled down topic holes and kept talking. I mean, realistically,
I mean, we're wrapping up the show. We're talking about our own channel. That's what we do.
it's like clickbait. We're here.
are we
We're not-
monetized
we're not
again yet?
here. That's not coming back.
Let's see. We are monetized again. It looks like.
Woohoo!
It's back like Ebola.
It's back. We'll see how long it stays because we definitely doubled down on the cocaine cowboy talk a lot after we.
Hey, man, I
Let's
was
take a
gonna
look
say-
down
I
now.
feel like it just hasn't caught up to that yet. Like it's like, oh crap, that's bad. Wrap
But
up.
is it they keep monetizing us again, even though knowing it's there?
I have no idea. It's
Because there's nothing wrong with cocaine cowboys.
facts.
Facts.
And as long as you can afford it, don't have a real problem, I guess.
I mean,
And on that bombshell, we're going to end it for the night. I really said, appreciate everyone that comes on, everyone that donated. Make sure you go over and subscribe to Mongrels, and then go over and subscribe to Midnight. If you're here, you've probably already subscribed or you're never going to. And Dudes with Wrenches, like always, does not need your subscriptions. Don't go there.